Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. Pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rockstar? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock. My God told me a promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on no pussy and show up in them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your blood, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and living hilltop bosses, dropping 50 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Gonna break my heart. The city's gonna love me and leave me alone. The city's got me chasing stars. It's been a couple months since I felt like I'm home. Am I getting closer to knowing where I belong? The city's gonna break my heart. She's always gonna break her heart. Oh.
So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart? If only I'd have known you were the stone, so where you go.
So keep your love locked down, your love locked down, keeping your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, your love locked down. Now keep your love locked down, you lose.
So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? It kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless.
I'm ready, rain on me. Please come along. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. Please come along. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me.
For all the things my eyes have seen, the best by far is you. If I could fly, then I would know what life looks like from up above and down below. I'll keep you safe, I'll keep you dry. Don't be afraid, Cecilia, I'm the satellite, and you're the sky.
What you say? That you only meant well, well, 'cause you did. What you say? What you say? What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? What you say? What you say? What did you say?
And you're the sky.
I'm giving you hell. Hold tight, you'll slowly call me back to life. I'm giving you hell. I'm giving you hell. Let go of all your haunted dreams tonight. I'm giving you hell. I'm giving you hell. All my life I've been good, but now I'm thinking, what the hell? All I want is to mess around, and I don't really care about if you love me, if you hate me, you can save me, baby, baby. All my life I've been good, but now, whoa, what the hell?
No, it always seems to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Why not? They pay paradise, they put up a parking lot. Hey, 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 pay paradise, put up a parking lot.
Why you always in the mood? Look around like it's brand new. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Look around like it's brand new. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood?
that I let you stop me. I'm not okay.
Just what you're to say. I'm not okay. Just what you're to say. I'm not okay.
Thinking out loud, I could be broke and keep $1 million out of smile. LOL to the bank, checking my account. Bank tell a flirt after checking my account. Pretty ladies like, yeah, trap a butter on your pussy. Cut a buddies on the low, you ain't gotta tell your friend that I eat it in the morning.
I'm not okay.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know. I haven't had a good time in a long time, you know. I'm way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed.
There is no one like me. There is no one like me, like me. Take a second look and you'll see. There is no one like me. There is no one like me, like me. No one like me.
Way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
I feel blessed.
Hate me, still trying to replace me. Chase me, tell me how you hate me. Race me, wish you never dated me. Lies, tell me lies, baby, tell me how you hate me.
Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be
I'm putting on my shades, cover up my eyes. Looking in my ride, I'm heading out tonight. I'm solo, I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Living like a star, can't stop my shine. I'm body cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo.
I can fix all those lies. Oh baby, baby, run, but I'm running to you. You won't see me cry. I'm hiding inside. My heart is in pain, but I'm smiling for you.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey look at me now. I'm all the way up, I swear you'll never say road.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions.
I can joke, I see what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke, I keep up with the guys. And you see me holding up my middle finger to the world, like your ribbons and your pearls. Cause I'm not just a pretty
Picture
girl.
perfect, you don't need no filter.
Cause I'm not just a pretty
Gorgeous, make them
girl.
drop dead, you a killer.
Cause I'm not just a pretty girl. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if it was the past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Now my day, my heart.
yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. But we gon' fight, oh yes we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight, fight for our right to love, yeah. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no.
I wanna do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing.
I miss you, I miss you, I miss you more. Every minute and every hour, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you more. Every stumble and each misfire, I miss you, I miss you.
I'll be missing you.
Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love I keep thinking of?
She see me on the inside, the city with a sun over. And every day you know that we ride through the back streets of a Corvette. Baby, you know I just wanna live tonight. We can go anywhere we want, drive down to the coast, jump in the sea. Just take my hand and come with me, yeah.
Come on, baby, we ain't gonna live forever. Let me show you all the things that we could do. You know you wanna be together, and I wanna spend the night with you. Yeah, yeah, with you, yeah, yeah. Come with me tonight, we can make the night last forever. Oh, oh. You and me, how come every time you come around my London Bridge wanna go down like London, wanna go down like London, we going down like. How come the start. You played with my heart.
Way up we go. In up and down that road. Way up, oh no. We gon' run the whole house down. Watch me standing in line. You're only serving lies. You got something to hide. We gon' run the whole house down.
You're breaking me, la 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 la. You're breaking me, la 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 la. You're breaking me, la 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 la. You're breaking me.
I don't wanna live forever. I don't wanna live in this way. I don't wanna live forever. I just wanna keep calling your name till you come back home.
You don't know me, you don't even care. Oh yeah, we said you don't know me, you don't wear my chains. Oh yeah, I need your love to give me hope when I can't breathe. I need your love to lift me up when I am weak. I need your love when I hate every part of me. I need your love to set me free. I need your love. I need your love.
I'm screaming out, fuck that. 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 Fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
You might need to be a big, strong man right now.
I wanna feel high on a Sunday morning. I wanna feel like it's all brand new. I wanna feel strong when I feel like falling. I wanna feel everything you do. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We say no, we know, we know, we know.
Well, I am in.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy. I'm talking wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass pussy. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet ass pussy. Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy. I'm talking wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass pussy. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet ass pussy.
I'm so tired of the songs, tired of the songs, tired of the songs, tired of just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Whoa. So tired of the songs, tired of the songs, tired of the songs, tired of just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Whoa. But you got me on the counter, wasn't me. Saw me banging on the sofa, wasn't me. I even had.
Does she move your body like I moved your body? Cause I wanna know, yeah, I wanna know. Does she make you feel wanted? Is she all you wanted? Cause I wanna know, yeah, I wanna know. I want to know.
It's gotta be the good life. It's gotta be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is a fire night. This could really be a good life, a good life.
I won with it. I made peace with myself, at one with it. I can't let a goofy nigga come dumping it. I told boys shoot a shot, bust guns in it. I mean, I know that you feeling me. I can tell that you feeling me. Acting like you was letting me. Boy, you really be killing me. How you digging me, igging me? Boy, you gotta be shitting me. Is you like a comedian? You gotta be kidding me.
Sort of an oaky afterbirth.
Type of love don't always come and go. I don't wanna ruin this one. This type of love don't always come and go. I don't wanna ruin this one. This type of love don't always come and go. I don't wanna ruin this one. This type of love don't always come and go.
Windmill, windmill for the land, turn forever hand in hand. Take it all out on your stride, it is taking form.
Sex on big and strong on ice. And if you pop bottles all night, baby, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like.
Ain't that some shit?
We gon' take over the world while these haters are getting mad. That's why all my bitches glad they see this crazy life I'm having, making fun. We gon' win, you can take the loser drunk. What I'm in, not these hoes that you can play me in they balls. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world while these haters get mad. That's why all my bitches glad they see this crazy life I have. Hop into the car and then we get them to the head.
You got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, titties just bouncing up and down. Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, titties just bouncing up and down.
Wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me.
Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up.
Bid my blood to run.
I can't wake up.
Before I come undone.
Save me.
Save me from the nothing I've become. Hey, feeling good, like I should. Been enough to walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah.
Keeping me in the moment. I let you have a moment. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. No punches got to roll it. You got to keep it focused. You wanna say so?
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are ready to rock and roll. We got ourselves an absolutely awesome day ahead. Traders, absolutely everyone. It is so fantastic, so amazing to be here. Good morning to absolutely everybody. And we are ready to rock. Guys, we had a little camera issue to kind of kick things on off, but I think we're good. Is everyone with me? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys dance? I want to make sure before we're all set to kind of kick off this day that we're all good. Everyone give me that thumbs up right here if you guys are ready to rock and roll. Give me that thumbs up if you guys hear me. Give me that good morning, that Dekmar trades. Ahoo! Make sure we're all set. Show me in the chat room that you're here, awake, and ready to get after it on this day. So, kicking things on off, we have already locked in a nice $625 profit. That was over on BBGI. BBGI here, traders, had a nice big upper shadow, has been falling ever since. BBGI this morning went from $3, spiked up to $7, and is now again floating its way back on down towards around $5.50. There is a chance BBGI, you could keep looking for little shorts on this play. Watch the next spike up towards around that $6 area. BBGI, if this stock can spike up towards around $6, that could be the next possible opportunity for shorting. But let's see where, again, some other money's at. It seems like OMEX. OMEX 181, 200-day moving average. What do you guys think about that? OMEX 181, 200-day moving average. QNCX, BBGI. BBGI, again, still, a great play. UCAR had a nice press release last night. I'm just kind of looking around to see what we have at this moment. I'm trying to get my bearings good, So, let's make sure that we are all set. OMEX, if this one spikes up towards around the 200-day moving average, that's where a lot of traders are going to be focusing on. But really, the hottest place so far today has been BBGI. Now, CURX just came out with a little press release. That's only 46 cents. Nah, let's let that one pass us by right here. Oh, baby, summer history with a $5 donation that says, good morning, Dekmar. You're the man. Last week, I anticipated a peace deal. I got in at 220 calls for 702. Do I hold expiring 17 August of 26? Right now, you are up probably so much money. There is nothing wrong with taking profits. The S&P 500 is about to have its biggest green day of the year. Traders, I don't know if you guys realize this, and again, a lot of people aren't. Do you guys realize that just again about a week and a half ago, we were at 628? We were at the lowest point on the S&P 500 in 2026. And now we are all the way back on up near 680. Today alone, we are gapping up from around the price of 658 to 677. We are having the futures up huge. The Dow is going to be opening on up near like 1,500 points. Dow futures soar nearly 1,300 points as traders rush to buy stocks after US and Iran reached a deal. Traders, how cool is that? And guys, you know what's even better? Is the fact that, yes, I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back here. Yes, I am going to, again, kind of talk a little cocky at this moment. But for the second year in a row, we have nailed not only the lowest point on the S&P 500, but we have bought in on the absolute lowest day of the year so far. Could the S&P 500 fall lower and drop all the way back? Yes, we can. But at the same time here, traders, back in 2025, I posted a screenshot of me buying on, I believe it was April 7th, and that happened to be the lowest day on the S&P 500 before the biggest turn and the biggest reversal back on up. And you know what? We have now did the same exact thing over on the S&P 500 in 2026, where we purchased shares on March 30th. Guys, how insane is that? We jumped in on March 30th, and now we're coming all the way back up towards record highs. 2 years in a row, 2 years of hitting these absolutely perfect bottoms. So that makes me so excited. absolutely incredible. Microsoft, one of the plays that we jumped in on. We also saw, again, CRM got ourselves involved in that. S&P 500, seeing ourselves, move back on in on these plays, but we're seeing a lot of plays move on up. Meta, Google, Apple, all these plays are getting these absolutely great bounce plays. Google starting to work its all the way self back on up 317. This is why we do not fear the dip. We do not fear the dip. We embrace the dip. We celebrate the dip. We party on the dip. Traders, last week, 2 weeks ago, it's the same thing. It is literally the same thing every single day, every single year. Last week, we saw the entire stock market say, oh, the stock market's gonna crash. AI bubble, tariffs, Trump, Iran war, this, that, oil hitting new highs. I'm scared, I'm a big pussy. And then guess what happens? No one buys. No one buys. And then now what do we have? We're all the way back up near record highs. Traders, I can only try to break you out of your mold so much to be able to say, hey, guys, get involved when the S&P 500 falls. How many times did I go over these images where I said, hey, everyone, switch back over towards a monthly time frame? And do you guys not realize that every single time we have a dip buying opportunity, most people, again, run away thinking we're going to go lower and never actually enter? We can always enter. Off again, bounces, 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 bounces. Either A, the 50-month moving average, or we enter always off the 13 EMA. Bounce, 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 bounce. You always have those two perfect areas. The S&P 500 50-month moving average, S&P 500 13 EMA. Absolutely great. So, want to make sure that you guys are all set. Josh saying, Dek, how come you don't buy options on the S&P 500 when you find that dip? Because again, I don't like options. Options is a losing game for 99% of people. I buy shares. So again, I buy in on my retirement account. My retirement account, guys, I'm not touching until I'm 55, 60 years old. Just a little heads up for you guys. I'm not touching my retirement account for a very long time. So the thing is, the S&P 500 right here, I am happy to just jump in, hold, jump in, hold, jump in, hold. Just keep my money. Remember, guys, I've gone into these little kind of spiels before in the past, but I'll do a quick one for you. Why do options, or why is options bad? Let's just, again, you can make an argument that options are great, and I understand your argument. But I'm saying for 99% of people, why are options bad? Because, again, you can either buy and have ownership or shares, or you can go ahead and purchase contracts. Now, let's think about this, guys. When you buy shares, you only have two things that you need to figure out. This is it. This is not that tough. I am going to show you right now. I'm showing you right now why buying shares is 10 times better than messing with options. Why 99% of traders lose when they trade options. You could be in this category where every single time you do an option contract, it seems like you're always in the red. Let's figure this out right now. Why do I stay so far away from options? Well, in the simple tense, every single person understand that trading options is basically like doing a 9-leg parlay. Any sports bettors in here where you say, hey, I don't want to just bet, if the Eagles are going to win. I want to bet, are the Eagles going to win? And this guy's going to have a touchdown, and it's going to be the score by halftime, and it's going to reach this amount of points. That's essentially what an option contract is. Let me show you. Let me explain. When you buy shares, you only have two things that you need to figure out. Number one, what is going to be the right ticker to buy? So what is going to be the right stock? And is that stock going to be going up, or is this stock going to go down? Now, 99% of people can't even do this. What play is going to go up or down? Now in contracts, you have a little bit more. You have to say what ticker is going to be going up or down. Okay, great. But what else do we have to do? Well, we also have an expiration date on our contracts, which means we have to find what ticker is going to go up and down before a certain time. Okay, well, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Now you also have to put a strike price. So now again, you have to be able to say what ticker is going to go up or down before a certain date, and it has to reach a certain price. Okay, now it's getting a little tougher. Well, let's add that we also have time decay, which means if it does not go up or down to above or below our strike price in a quick manner, then guess what? Then we automatically start losing money. So now we have to figure what stock up or down before a certain price to a certain price, and if it doesn't do it quick enough, we have time decay. Now, also, we have to worry about the Greeks, which is basically a whole bunch of just random horse shit that's just going to make you lose more money as the time goes on. So now we have to pick the right stock. Is it going up and down before a certain date? How high or how low it's going to go? And if it doesn't do it quickly, we are most likely going to be losing, because also we have an implied volatility from the Greeks. So it's like, yeah, but Dek, I can make more money trading options. Sure, guys, I could make a lot more money too if I say, hey, let me just bet that the Eagles are going to win. Okay, the Eagles are going to win. Awesome. Or I could bet the Eagles are going to win. And again, Jalen Hurts is going to have 3 touchdown passes. And again, Saquon Barkley, he's going to run at least 100 yards. And again, there's going to be 3 interceptions on the day. And on top of that, we're also going to be the score at halftime, be able to equal 27 points. And then also there's going to be 4 field goals. Sure, guys, if you make that bet and you hit it every single time, you are going to make a lot of money. But the issue is nobody wins trading options. Can you guys see why it's so difficult? So yes, you get lured in. Oh wow, look how much money I can win. Yes, and you lose every time. Or you just say, hey, you know what? Let's just do this. And this is, again, a much better, safer overall move. The reason why I like trading shares and I stay far away from options is because shares are consistent. Guys, this is my full-time job. This is my full-time living. I don't want to, again, trade, options because I want to be able to make money consistently. Sure, if I want to do a random gamble and probably throw away $5,000 in the hopes that it turns into $100,000, go for it. But at the same time, it's just not going to be, consistent over time. Guys, let's continue to keep our eyes peeled. Right now, we got a little bit of a mask hype. Little bit of mask action, hype going through these plays here. We got a little mask right there. Let's get ready for the 8 a.m. press release wave. Let's take a chat vote here, guys. Who here has traded options in the past and has lost? Who here has said, hey, Dek, I have messed around with options before. And you know what? Yes, you can make money. Let's not deny that. You can. But at the same time, your odds are like 1 out of 10. It just doesn't work out very well. Smile, Dek, do you think the market will dip real quick before going up again? I mean, you can always make the argument that, again, the market has already gone up so much. I mean, this is going to be the biggest green day of 2026. We have now gone from 628 to 640 to 650 to 660 to 670 to now coming up to 680. So it's like, will we dip back on down to maybe 675 or 674? Yes. But I don't, unless again we have dramatic news of, hey, like the ceasefire is over, then we can go all the way back. I obviously cannot predict the future, but what do I always say, guys? Start entering when, again, we see the markets down 10%. Start entering when the markets from their all-time highs are down 9, 11, 12%. Let's get something in there, because we know that bounces do happen. We know that, again, these bounces are going to give us great opportunities. We will be able to see some dip buys. Eric SBF saying, Dek, thank you, with a $1.99 donation. So Eric, San Francisco Bay, with the $1.99 donation. Shout out to you. Love, again, the YouTube little icon picture. You absolutely handsome man. Summer History, thank you so much again for the $5 donation. Eric, thank you so much for the $1.99 donation. Let's get ready for a big day ahead, huh? Traders, we got about 2 minutes here to the 8 o'clock press release wave. We got OMEX, very hot play now. OMEX, guys, let's not forget this. 200-day moving average is at the price of 181. 200-day moving average is at the price of 181. High watch and high alert. 181, top resistance. Watching to see if that's going to reverse. OMEX spiking on up. Going to see if that one's going to be able to hold on up here. Let's see if we can get some momentum. Let's see if we can get some ripping and running. All right, traders, let's see what we have. I'm excited. Let's see if we get a nice, 8 o'clock breakout. Try to find and make some money. We are up $625 today. We're trying to get on the right side of momentum here. ACON. We have an agreement press release over on ACON. I just want to put that up on the level 2 to see if that one gets any sort of hype. BTGO. Come on now. Approval. We got a lot of news coming on through right here, guys. Let's find the best spiker. Let's find the best ripper. Let's find the best mover here. Let's work together as a team. If you guys see any sort of big green candles, go ahead and throw them on out there. I just want to see if we do have any sort of large green candles that's getting all the hype right now. URGN. No big green candles just yet. We do have Elab still trying to squeeze a little bit, guys. Elab is a previous top gainer from like 7 a.m. trying to, move itself on up. So right now, look at Elab. Elab, $5 next main resistance line, guys. Elab, this is a play that, again, was a spiker from around 7 a.m. this morning. So Elab trying to go on a rip and run. Again, I've only had one trade so far this morning, and that was on BBGI. BBGI, I went after this one. This one had a spike and a big time dump. Elab is trying to move itself on up towards around that, what area? Elab is trying to get itself on up towards around $5. Let's see. Maybe a possible trade on Elab as we again approach that $5 area. So Elab has now gone from $4 to $4.60. Let's just see real quick. 13 EMA, what is that at? 13 EMA is right around the price of $4.88. Anything above $4.75, probably a nice little short over on Elab. If you can get, a couple $4.75 plus shorts, wouldn't be bad, wouldn't be too shabby. Guys, I'm going to start getting involved over on Elab here as this stock again comes on up towards around that $5 mark. Little heads on up. So as we again approach up towards around that $5 area, I do want to again try to see if I can get myself involved and try to make a little bit of money as we come up towards around $5. So Elab, going to slowly start getting myself involved on this play. See if we can get filled and see a nice little reversal over on this play. So right now I am involved on the stock. We do know $5 is usually a strong resistance line. Elab seems like it's the best mover as of now. OMEX is again having a rejection. Where at? Just little heads on up. OMEX does have the 200-day moving average at the price of 181. 200-day moving average 181. That's why that's getting a little reversal right now. QNCX is only a 30-cent play. BBGI here, traders, has been a stock that has been fading and falling now. That was the one I made $625 on this morning. So this one has just been fading and falling and dropping, getting a lot of weakness all the way back on down. UCAR had a spike last night, did have a press release last night, went from 55 cents, spiked up to $1. And now Elab at this moment is the most active as of right now. As of right now in this current market, as of right now, as of 8:03, Elab is the stock that the majority of traders are focused on. Now, Elab, for anyone who does not know, did have a press release earlier this morning. This press release over on Elab came out around 7:30. So if we scroll on down right here, we can actually see Elab. Elab is a is a 1-star press release talking about $20 million in equity financing. So Elab did come out on Fox Runner here at 7:30, 1-star press release. Stock has gone from $3.50, $4 up towards around $5 resistance so far. So we just wanted to try to load the boat a little bit over on Elab and try to be able to, again, make a little bit of money, try to make a little bit of cash and be able to get a little bit of funds. Let's throw on the VWAP indicator and just see kind of where the VWAP's at. VWAP is all the way back on down towards around 428. Old spiking highs are, again, all the way back on down towards around 435. If this stock starts crashing on down towards the 450s, it's probably going to try to find some support. You might want to lock in profits in the 450s and just make a free $200, $300. So if we start going down to 455, 458, definitely just maybe take some gains, take some profits, and be like, hey, you know what? A free $200, $300 isn't bad. So right now we have 1,500 shares, 459. Guys, we're up $280 right now. Let's see if we just go a little bit lower. Let's see if we keep on cracking here a little bit after $5 resistance. $5 resistance. There we go. Guys, $300. Guys, I'm going to take my gains. $305. Push myself up $900 on the day. So guys, taking my gains right there, got involved right around that, $5 mark. And now we're starting to groove a little bit. Now we're starting to move a little bit. Get ourselves up about $1,000 on the day. Woo! Come on. That's all I want. I want to get a nice couple like $1,000 days in a row. Get myself back going in April. I want to get myself flowing in April. I want to get in the flow state in April. Because again, so far April has again absolutely pegged me. Right now here, traders, we are again just trying to get a little grasp, get a little footing. So right now here, team, we are trying to stay as smart as we can. There's an Elab little drop. Elab little weakness. ADGM. ADGM, not too much right now. Elab, a little bit of a pop, and now again getting that reversal. That's just, if you're saying, Dek, why'd you short there? That was just a simple $5, reversal. $5 resistance, $5 turn and drop. That's all I'm looking for. Right now, obviously, we are continuously keeping our eyes peeled. Staying smart, staying ready. Great job to absolutely everyone so far. Little ABAI, expand. I'm going to take off the word expand. I hear the word expand so much, and I honestly don't care too much about it. So I'm going to go over to the keyword section and get rid of the word expand. I really don't want that. Also, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Some words that aren't as hot anymore. I kind of want to take away some words that I really don't care about right now. I'm going to take away the word drone. I don't really need the word drone right now. I don't need the word LiDAR. That one's not that hot. Treatment, improvements, awarded, potential, KKK, survival, significant, repurchase, acquire, contract, meaningful, top line, NVIDIA, Starlink, Navy. I like the word Navy. I mean, like Navy or Army contract. You can leave that. I just wanted to get rid of some words that really don't mean anything for us right now. All right, so getting rid of some specific words right there. How do you guys color code yours? Do you guys have a better system than what I have for color coding your keywords? Like, hey, anything that has to do with green is, this or any. So basically, again, I have my color coding system is just anything that is in gold, I really like. Anything that is in red, I tend to stay away from. Upcoming, offering, potential. Those are kind of words I more stay away from. But I don't know if, maybe you guys have a little bit of a better color coding system. I just kind of have gold is what I love, red is kind of what I hate, and everything else is kind of just so it catches my attention. Star ratings, I leave more default. I leave more of the default for the star ratings. The only, again, filter I have, guys, is float. If you start putting way too many things, it's just like you don't really get that much news because, again, news is already selective on the day. So the best thing to do is just do more like 0 out of 30 million and just do float. Float's like really all you need. You don't need anything else. So right now here, traders, QNCX, OMEX, UCAR, CRMU, SKIL. So that was absolutely awesome, guys. Elab's coming right back up to $5. Elab's coming right back up to $5. Deck, can we show it again right at $5? Coming back up to $5, it's probably going to get a little, let's see here. Let's see what happens. Deck, how do I get the Fox Runner app? Just go to the App Store. Just type in Fox Runner and it should pop on up. But yeah, that's how you get all these alerts over on your phone. So again, like last night, I was getting all these alerts. Breaking news. President Trump has agreed to spending, Iran. S&P 500 gains 1%. President Trump has agreed to spending bombing. Trump statements. So again, if you guys want to get all these kind of like head up alerts on your phone. So anytime again an alert comes out on the analyst page, it gets sent to my phone. And that's like, this has been really, really cool now. So now I'm again like really pumped. But let's see what else we have here, guys. Let's see what the next move is. Let's see what the next move is. Also, traders, what's today? Today we are going to be dropping our link. Now, what link here, guys? We are going to be dropping the link for the first 500 people to sign up are going to be getting free access to the webinar. Webinar is next Tuesday, limiting this to 500 seats. All you guys got to do is place your email. We are going to drop that probably out around like 9:45 today. Because again, I'm going to post it for you guys so that everyone who's watching the stream has access to get in first and kind of guarantee a spot if you guys want to be there. But again, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be doing a 1 hour long free webinar going over how to become a full-time stock trader. So this is for the people that want to be a little bit more serious about your stock trading. If you guys just like to show up and goof around, that's fine. I enjoy that. That's fun. But if you guys want to make an income from stock trading, this is going to be more of a webinar for you. So make sure you guys are all set. I will be dropping a link for that. First 500 people get a seat. After 500 people, I'm closing it off. It's just too many people at that point. So 500 people is the most I'm going to work with right here, giving you guys, again, a free webinar coming on up next Tuesday, dropping the link at 9:45 today, and again, making sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. So get yourself excited. That is going to be absolutely awesome and absolutely great. Guys, Elab still trying to push itself on up here a little bit. BBGI, a little bit of hype as well. BBGI has potential to maybe spike back up towards around $6. That's going to be another nice little shorting opportunity. Elab still testing that $5 marker right now. Yesterday's #1 top gainer, guys, AIXI. Traders, little heads on up. A top gainer that you must be aware of is a back-to-back top gainer. AIXI is a stock that has now gone from 7 cents to yesterday going up towards around 272, not 200, 272. This play has gone explosive. Guys, just take a look at how crazy this chart really looks. If we take a look over on AIXI, the biggest thing about this play, as you guys realize, is we do have a massive uptrend right here. AIXI is a stock that I think every single trader should be aware of. Every single trader should be looking at. Every single trader should be saying to themselves, oh wow, hey, this is a little bit, crazy. We do have, if we want to be able to connect this as well, more of a realistic channel. I will say yes, obviously we have broken out of this channel and went on a massive squeeze, but if I was looking at AIXI, the #1 top gainer that was over on Monday, the #1 top gainer over on Tuesday, and possibly, who knows, could be the top gainer today, this is how I would trade it if I were you. I would say, look for, again, those consistent dips. Look for those consistent dips. Look for those consistent dips. Then look for those consistent resistance, aka those reversal areas. Now, yes, guys, there was a short squeeze where we broke out of this area and there was a lot of strong resistance. But again, at the same time, right, we are mostly inside of this just very solid chart setup, this very nice pattern. Obviously, we did have a massive breakout and massive move where we ripped and ran all the way up towards around these highs up here. So again, yes, there was a lot of craziness. But if you want to play the stock, usually the best area of support is going to be back on down towards around that, lower, 180 mark. 180 could be a nice solid, area of support and resistance. So let's go ahead and kind of just type that out for everyone, making sure that you guys are fully aware of this play. We do have AIXI, previous back-to-back top gaining stock. high alert today. Watch this stock is continuously, right, holding its channel. So even though AIXI had a short squeeze, the stock is holding a mean channel, or a mean uptrend channel. This is where you can see reversals. And again, reversals are also known as, in my eyes, entries and exits. So basically, guys, you know, when we take a look over on AIXI, we're continuously keeping our eyes peeled over on this play, seeing what we can do over on this one. See you guys, OMEX, is that one still trying to push a little bit? Guys, OMEX still being a beast right now. So again, we had Elab was again a little bit of an early morning beast. We look for a reversal over on that play. And now right now at this time, OMEX still pushing. OMEX is the #1 top gainer of the day, 50 million in float, and is currently up 147%. One of the best stocks out there. So OMEX, how much higher can this play go up to? 260, guys. Now, I'm just looking, I always look at past chart history pattern. That's what I do, okay? Where's past chart history pattern? Where's old spikes? Up towards around 260, 270. I would say wait until you get above 250 to go ahead and look for any sort of shorts. So OMEX, if this one starts breaking 250, that's where I would say, hey, you know what? We have potential to start looking for some shorts. That's where you have potential to start looking for, again, some reversals. That's where you have potential to start making money on the downside. So OMEX, how much higher can this play get up towards? Let's go ahead and locate some shares. They're rather cheap, which is always a good sign. We always like to have cheap shares. And again, let's just try to load the boat. 251, boom. 254, boom. 257, boom. I'm just, again, throwing out random orders. So I would like to see if we could be able to squeeze ourselves on up, start running up towards around some highs, make some money on the short side, and kind of get ready to crush it. Let's see if OMEX can keep on squeezing here, guys. So right now, we are having an absolutely great day. We are currently sitting with a $930 profit on this day. Guys, let's go for, again, 1,000. Let's go for 1,500. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. So the thing is, I want to try to make as much money as I possibly can on this day. I want to see every single person crush it. So far, we have nailed the short over on Elab as we came up to $5 and saw an absolutely beautiful, reversal. And we also saw a beautiful reversal over on BBGI, where BBGI had a nice spike and started fading and falling back on down. $8.18 in the market here, guys. How's everyone feeling on this day? I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are pumped on up again. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right here and right now. So smash that thumbs on up right here, right now, for every single person that's enjoying this day. It is an absolutely incredible day to be alive. It is an absolutely incredible day to be able to be here right now at this exact moment. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. so OMEX still trying to slowly squeeze itself on up. And OMEX, again, I still think has room to go on up towards around 260s, 270s, maybe even touch a 280 area before we start again coming back on down. So right now here, traders, let's get ready to rock. QNCX, BBGI, UCAR, Elab, CRMU, SKIL. All right, team, I think we're good. I think we're good at this moment. So actually at this time here, team, let's go over what's going on with the S&P 500. Okay, you want to do that? S&P 500 actually having a little bit of a pullback right now. So is this just a little tiny, drop at this moment? Guys, S&P 500 small pullback at this moment. Let's just make sure we're being smart, being safe. We'll continue to keep our eyes peeled. What I think at this time, just little heads on up, is that the S&P 500 is just up so high, you're going to see little pullbacks. You're going to see little drops. Today, if we open up at this price, it will be the biggest green day of 2026 so far. If we open up at these prices, it will be the biggest green day of 2026. The Dow is currently sitting with about a 1,300 point gap up. The S&P 500 is up nearly 3% today alone. So guys, let's actually take a look real quick. If we go over to the S&P 500, let's just go to the S&P 500 over on Google. And let's type in year to date. The S&P 500 year to date is down 3.51%. If we open up right now, we are opening up at 2.75%. That means overall, we will be down 0.75% when the S&P 500 opens if we open up at this price. Guys, out of everything that we've done, going on up, coming back on down, people being scared, now gapping back on up, we're almost sitting at exactly where we were on December 31st, January 1st. Okay, isn't that crazy? Going up, going down, this, left, right. We are going to almost be sitting at the same exact price we started at. Fresh plate, fresh clean slate. Let's get ready to go. It's kind of crazy, right? Kind of nuts to be thinking about here. So we will see what the S&P 500 is going to do when it opens on up. Let's head on over to the analyst alerts. I haven't checked these on out yet. So let's go over to the analyst alerts page. Scroll on down. And let's go all the way on down to the bottom here, traders. Let's go all the way down to the bottom and let's talk about what we have. What we have right here, it says Trump and Iran agree to a 2-week ceasefire to reopen the strait. Trump and Iran agree to a 2-week ceasefire with plans to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. It says all the main key points you as an investor should know. So let's see what these key points are. President Donald Trump announced that he has agreed to suspend planned attacks on Iranian infrastructure for a period of 2 weeks. The suspension is contingent upon the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to complete the immediate and safe reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, Trump stated on Truth Social. Earlier, Trump had warned that failure to reach a deal by his deadline would result in consequences so severe that a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. The temporary ceasefire is conditional on Iran allowing the complete, immediate, and safe reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. We have a decision follows a request from Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir for a 2-week extension. Trump describes the arrangement as a double-sided ceasefire, noting that the U.S. has already achieved its main military objectives and views Iran's 10-point proposal as a workable basis for negotiations. In response, Iran's confirmed that the ships will permit safe pass through the strait for the next 2 weeks. So this is one of the big things right here, guys. Probably, if you're wondering why is the stock market moving on up, because it's saying Iran has confirmed that ships will be permitted to safe passage through the strait for the next 2-week period. So again, why is the market moving up so much? Because while again the Strait of Hormuz is not just completely open, it is open for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, hey, ships can come up and down through here. You guys are safe for the next 2 weeks. We're all good. So markets reacted with oil prices plunging and obviously the S&P 500, the Dow, all that good stuff spiking and ripping and running. Okay? So that's what we have as of now, because I know a lot of people asked, hey, why is the S&P 500 spiking up so well? Why is, again, the market's climbing? This is just a 2-week, little phase. Because over this 2 weeks, we do have the Strait of Hormuz completely open. You guys are good to go. And that's why, again, we are seeing this nice spike. We are seeing oil prices plummet below $100 after, again, 2-week ceasefire. So oil prices plummet below $100 and agrees. Here's USO. That's, dropping. The West Texas WTI May contract fell 16% to $94 per barrel. So we saw oil crash. As oil crashes, we know the S&P 500 is going to rise. We also know statements from Trump and from the White House. So if you guys want to read into this, this is basically just Trump stating that, again, he's working on that 2-week deal. He's, again, doing 2-week negotiations. So everything that they have going on, make sure you guys go ahead and check that on out. Below are both statements made from President Trump and the White House. So you guys can see the official statements that are made right here. We are seeing geopolitical tensions are easing and now stocks are rising. Traders, yes, there are, again, tech stocks are leading the way. Bitcoin is moving back on up. Memory stocks are strong. Asia stocks are reacting as well. But what I want you guys to kind of realize is that it's not just, again, these certain places. Nearly every stock is moving up right now. The S&P 500 is the head honcho. And as you have the head honcho, the Apple is going to move, Microsoft's going to move, Google's going to move, and that's going to bring up other plays. And as other plays move on up, that's going to bring up other plays. So it's also like AMPX. Guys, AMPX is moving all the way back on up. Well, Dek, did AMPX come out with news? No, it's just the overall, everything's getting pulled up. Gravitation. Think about it like this, guys. The S&P 500 is one big black hole. If the S&P 500, what does a black hole do? It just sucks everything in. Sucks everything in. It is, again, nothing can escape the black hole. It sucks it all in. If the black hole is up here, everything gets pulled up. If the black hole is down here, everything gets pulled down. The S&P 500 is one big black hole. When the S&P 500 is up, guess what happened? Everything gets pulled up. Meta, everything gets pulled up. Apple, everything gets pulled up. Even, again, a smaller play like AMPX, everything gets pulled up. If the S&P 500 is down, sometimes everything gets pulled down. Right? As I say a lot of times, it's like market conditions. If it's raining outside, everything's getting wet, right? It's just because that's what the weather is making everything wet. So right now, traders, we have a lot of bullishness in this market. We have a lot of excited traders in this market, and we're probably going to see a lot of, spikes. Now, I'm not saying every spike is going to hold on up, but we are having a lot of spikes at this time. April trading has led to massive returns for months to come. So traders, whenever it seems like the market's down in April, 1 year later, we have always seen massive returns. There has never been a time in history, it seems like, that, again, we have ever had a red April and then we have not seen a massive reversal over the following year. So again, you could see, April right here, 2025. Guess what? 1 year later, we're up 31% from where we were at in lows in April, right? 3 years, 5 years. Let's see what, again, is going to be coming on up. But April is just so many times known as the bottom. Last year, April was the bottom. This year, as of right now, March 30th, or, if we go into April 1st, right next to the bottom. So, very important things that every single trader needs to be aware of, okay? Dow climbs 1,000 points. The S&P 500 is up 2.7%. Today could be the biggest green day of 2026. The U.S. stock futures are already up. And again, this was at like 6:20 in the morning. They're up way more than that even right now. Now, again, we did have a lot of other news and things along those lines. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out all this stuff if you guys haven't yet. But as of right now, traders, we know, again, what's the best of the best. What's the number one best press release so far today? OMEX. OMEX is the best press release. We're going to look for a short on that play. As you guys know, 260, 270, 280. We also did see BBGI, which is a play I already shorted on this day. And we also have Elab, which I already shorted. I shorted BBGI, was able to make $600 today, right? I shorted Elab, was able to make $305 today. We are now looking for the short over on OMEX and be able to make another $500, $600 today. That's what we're looking for. So, Elab right now is starting to fall. OMEX, we're going to keep our eyes peeled, see if that one's going to be able to get a nice little squeeze and possibly pop on up to a new high of the day. And then obviously, other than that, in the next 2 minutes here, guys, 2 minutes, we do have, again, the 8:30 press release wave. Guys, get yourself absolutely dialed in right here and right now because we got to get ourselves ready to go for the 8:30 press release wave. Let's do it here, traders. Game time. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back on the mic, and let's get ready to go. All right. Traders, all eyes, 8:30 press release wave coming on up right here. Traders, let's get ready to go. Receives notice of allowance. I'm just trying to see what's going to spike. Traders, if you guys see anything ripping and running, let's work together as a team. Let's absolutely crush it together as a team. Trying to find what play is going to be able to bring in the momentum and the action. CYCU. CYCU secures multi-million-dollar contract. So CYCU is the best one as of now. Was the first press release. Secures a multi-million-dollar contract. I don't really see much hype on it right now, but let's just kind of keep that on the back burner. Let's see if anything else. Expand Smart Elevator, TAOP. TAOP, little bit of action. Smart Elevator Services business with new orders exceeding $3 million. Let's see if this one gets any sort of hype. We're kind of seeing like what play is going to spike. Let's see which one is going to get the hype. Let's see which one is going to get the momentum. So we got CYCU on the back burner here. See if that one is going to be able to pop. TAOP potential. Come on now. QNCX, BBGI, UCAR. Again, I always want to be able to find a little bit of ripping and running over on some of these plays, you know, right at 8:30. OMEX is also might be getting ready for a squeeze to attempt to run up towards that 250, 260 area. We might be getting that attempted squeeze here pretty soon. CYCU is definitely trying to get a little bit of hype. How high can CYCU get up towards? CYCU, I would say if this one spikes, like 210. Like, guys, right now, CYCU is trying to get a little bit of momentum. It could get up towards around that 210-ish mark. So the stock is trying to get a little bit of potential here. Again, did come out with that multi-year contract, approximately $1 million over on CYCU. So again, stock is trying to get a little bit of a pop right now. I would say it could get up towards around 210 to 215 if, again, you know, buying volume really pushes in over on this play. Groundbreaking. Let's see here. Right now, team CYCU still trying to push. Let's see how much shares would be. CYCU, I want to get 6,000 shares, let's say. Let me bring this on over. Let's see how much, again, 6,000 shares on CYCU would be. CYCU would cost $4.80. Guys, that's not that bad. $4.80. I'd accept that. So if CYCU starts, you know, kind of getting a little crazy, starts getting a little out of hand, starts going a little wild, we could go ahead and look for some shorts. It's only costing $4. It doesn't really cost anything whatsoever. So why not? So again, CYCU, let's just watch this. You know, and again, we've already had just a quick little pop right here. You know, I'm just kind of asking myself, you know, where is there the next strong resistance line? So, I mean, $2 is going to be a strong little resistance line. Maybe a little pop right above $2. I would say, like, anything above $2 could be a nice little short. I would like to still see OMEX as well. Maybe try to squeeze itself on up towards that 250 mark. So we'll keep CYCU on watch. See if that one can start getting some momentum. We got a little bit of hype over on CYCU right now, guys. Let's see if that one can push on up. Guys, as I said, I will get involved over on CYCU if this play starts breaking $2. So CYCU starts breaking again, $2. We could get a little bit of a pop and be able to make a little bit of money. Got up towards a high of the day of $195 so far. I would again be waiting for that $2 break, seeing if we could be able to get involved and be able to make some money. We got up to $195 so far and a little bit of reversal. I kind of want to get that little pop above $195, squeeze another 15 cents, and then drop back on down towards the 180s. So we're coming back on up towards the 190 mark right now. Let's see if we could squeeze, break it, and be able to kind of get a little bit of action right now. We know against CYCU, we got a 45% gain right now. Stock, again, did come on out. If we're saying, Deck, how do we find CYCU? Came out right here, right at 8:30. 8:30 a.m. 1-star press release, secures. Secures a multi-year contract. Contract is a key word for me. So again, that's something I always like to look at. Contract. Secures a contract for $1 million. CYCU is a lower float play, 4.4 million in float. CYCU right now is starting to get a nice little rip and run. So again, all these low float plays, what they're looking for is a reason to buy. We want to buy. We want to trade. We want to get involved. So what are traders looking for? A reason. Hey, there's again 10,000 stocks available. How do we know which ones to buy? Well, let's again do lower float plays. Those are the ones that are going to get the biggest breakouts, and let's wait until they have news. So all we do is filter out the lowest float stocks that now have credible news, credible reasons for people to buy into them. People don't just buy random plays every day. They buy the stocks that again have a reason for us to buy into them. CYCU came on up towards 197. That might be it, guys. 197 might be the top. 197. If you guys got filled anywhere around that, again, awesome job so far. But it seems like the only two big plays right now is CYCU, and then we tried to get a little action over on TAOP, but TAOP is not really doing too much. It really is, again, CYCU. Now, OMEX is not done. I still have orders on OMEX, guys, up towards around 260, 270, 280. I would like to get OMEX up towards 260, 270, 280. QNCX, little drop. BBGI, no. UCAR right now. UCAR, no. So we are, again, just waiting and watching, seeing what we can do. All right, we are good. Absolutely fine. No reason to force anything at this moment. We are going to be waiting and watching. Let's just see again where that possible next spike is going to be at. All right. Traders, obviously I want to stay as smart as I can, stay as safe as I can, but I want to make some more money today. I want to make, I want to try to get myself up to like $2,000 today. Right now, again, we're sitting with a $930 profit, which is fantastic. $930. Amazing. Right? Great. But we want to get a little more, don't we? We want to get a little bit, a little bit more crazier. $930 is absolutely great, but I would like to try to push ourselves up towards around $1,500. I want to get our April going because so far, guys, let's not be, around the bush. April has sucked for me. I have gone on my biggest losing streak in April. 3 days in a row, I lost on April. I lost last Friday, where I lost about $4,000. Then I lost about $1,000. Then I lost about $2,000. I lost about probably... Well, I lost $7,000, but then I made $1,000 on the first day. I'm down about $6,000 before today. Now making this almost $1,000, we are down still about $5,000 in April. So we are again trying to battle back, but we are still down about $5,000 in April that we got to be able to make back. We got to be able to make a little bit of money. Now again, we're still up about $27,000, $28,000 on the year. But we got to try to do as much as we possibly can to actually battle back, to get ourselves back into the green. CYCU, we're still watching to see if that one's going to be able to squeeze and spike. Today's one of those days that I've been waiting for. A day with big volume, a day with big attention, a day that traders are excited to be here, a day where, again, there's not much fear in the market and people are excited to throw some money around, a day that, again, FOMO is kicking in and all the people that didn't buy again last week are now going to start buying at the top again. Is that funny how it works? It's funny how it's like when the markets give you the best discount price, everyone says, hey, don't buy. We're going to go lower. But now the markets are bouncing back up to 760, 676, 680. And people are like, okay, now buy. It's not funny how that works, guys. Last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Every person said, do not buy. You're going to lose everything. You're going to, again, end up taking the biggest losses. And now everyone says, okay, guys, it's safe to buy. What do you mean it's safe to buy? We're buying after, again, we just missed out on a 8% move. Yeah, but we're safe now. Guys, you have to start learning to buy during fear. Buy when everyone says it's over. When you start seeing people, again, post giant red candles, people saying, I'm going to lose everything, people saying this is the worst market ever, it's time to buy. And that's why I did that 2 weeks ago. That's why I bought in on March 30th. Because I saw that, massive fear, everyone coming in. It's time to buy. It's time to pull the trigger. Right now, OMEX, QNCX, BBGI, CYCU, Elab. Elab, guys, still has the potential to get a little pop. Where's, again, BBGI here? Hold on. BBGI, 524. If BBGI can spike up near $6, I do think that's going to be another nice shorting opportunity. And I do think it will. I do think it will spike back up towards $6. I do think BBGI is going to get an attempted squeeze. CYCU, unfortunately, looks like it's starting to come to an end. So, what else do we have here, guys? Let's start putting together a formal watch list. You guys ready for it? Let's do this together. Let's go over every play together that we would want. Let's go over every stock together that, again, we want to focus on at this moment. Starting on off, I do still like BBGI. BBGI, though, what we are going to be looking for is going to be looking for a resistance, or what we have to be aware of is that this $6 mark is going to be holding up as a very strong resistance line. This is going to be the main area of trouble that you guys have to be aware of, okay? So honestly, the best way to kind of view this is going to be anything that is above the VWAP is going to be considered bullish, aka buyers are going to be here. People are going to be excited and say, wow, BBGI is back, and that's going to be above that $6 mark. And as long as we are underneath $6, what do you guys expect? As long as we're underneath that $6 mark, people are going to be bearish. People are going to say, man, things are looking a little ugly right here, guys. And, we're not seeing as many big spiking, ripping, running, popping, climbing. So really what it comes on down to is we have to get above this line. And once we get above that line, that's where, again, more hype will start moving on in. That's where more excitement will start moving on in. But really, in the simplest sense, BBGI is just a simple play and just realizing where is bullishness and where is bearishness at. Try to get above the VWAP. If you guys can be able to break that area, obviously that is going to be great news for you. And let me see right here. So I don't want to really cover it on up, but it's just the very simple, easy sense. Anything above that VWAP is bullish. Anything underneath it is bearish. So let's just kind of type that on out. BBGI. This is one of the hottest stocks of the morning, but it has lost a lot of attention, right? Simple way to look at this play is anything under the VWAP is considered bearish, and anytime the stock's price is above the VWAP, it is considered bullish. Easy, easy, easy. Now, we also know the VWAP will be holding up as support and resistance. So if we start spiking up towards the VWAP, that is most likely where what's going to happen. That's most likely where we're going to have a shorting opportunity. That's most likely where we can have a reversal opportunity. So BBGI, keeping that one ready to go. High watch and high alert. Awesome. So BBGI, definitely going to continue to keep our eyes peeled on that. What else do we have here going on today? We also have Elab. Elab is one of the best plays out there. Little sign note, FERA did just come out with the press release. No volume on that. I just see the word merger, so I just wanted to be aware of it. Elab here, guys, it did have a press release this morning, right? Elab did it? Yes, it did. So Elab, just a little heads on up, did have a press release. BBGI also did have a press release. BBGI did have an earnings report. It had a big spike, big dump. Elab right here is talking about a $20 million equity financing facility, and it is working on an acquisition strategy. So Elab did have news as well. It does have credibility for its current spike. Now, if we're taking a look over on Elab, we know that this stock has just had major $5 resistance. That's really the simplest, easiest way to kind of take a look at this play. there hasn't been many other things to judge out of this play other than $5 has been the main resistance line. And you guys can be seeing right around 430 has been main support line. So we can clearly see, and I just love taking pictures of these charts and just adding my circles, of just emphasizing where resistance is at. Resistance right at $5, right? Resistance right at $5. Resistance, little pop of $5. Well, guess what? We had old resistance at 430. Old resistance at 430. Old resistance, which is now support at 430. Now again, old resistance, which is now support at 430. So again, we can clearly see $5 and 430. Those are the two lines over on Elab, right? So definitely make sure that you guys are continuously keeping our eyes peeled over on this one, making sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. And again, we can just keep our eyes peeled and stay on nice, simple trades right here. Just saying again, $5 main resistance. $5 is main resistance at this time with, again, 430 as our main support. $430 main support. Elab, one of the most watched stocks today, again, does have news and has very straightforward, right? Support and resistance. So that's just a simple channel pattern, right? $5 main resistance with 430 support. And as you guys know, look for dip buys at 430, look for reversals at $5. And again, the most important thing for me, guys, is I just want to make sure that you guys are always kicking off every day with confidence. Like, the worst thing to ever do is trade with confusion. I'm not saying we're going to win every single trade. And I'd be lying if I said that. But what I will say is we can always trade with confidence. We can always trade again and say, okay, hey, what's going on with these plays? Right? We can always trade and have a good sense of what we need to look at next. If we want to take a look over on OMEX, OMEX is not a bad play in any sort of way either, guys. OMEX, this is a stock that, again, I am watching to see, can we get up towards around that 265 to 270 as kind of our next main target. Now, OMEX, this stock is also building some higher lows right now. So we do have the VWAP as a bottom support line. We have the uptrend as a main resistance line, and we are looking to squeeze ultimately towards that old 270 top. So let's see what can happen over on OMEX. OMEX is one of my favorite kind of go-to plays at this moment. If we wanted to take a look over on OMEX right here, you guys can see where support's at. Support there. Support there. Supports there. And again, what's the main targets? The main target that we're going to be looking for is right at this area. That's going to be an old spiking high. We're going to be looking at that area. That's going to be an old spiking high. And we are going to be looking at this area, which is going to be an old dip buy. We can also, again, kind of go on down a little bit lower, right towards that mark as well. So we basically have a few different areas: old resistance, old resistance, old resistance, old resistance. That's going to be right around 265. And we do have our main support line as our uptrend right now, trying to hold this play on up. So again, I could just basically just add that as our little 265 target. 265 target. That's going to be the main goal for the majority of buyers here today. So, OMEX, do we have credibility? Yes, we do. We do have OMEX, which is the #1 best play with news here today. OMEX talking about a merger deal, right? So if we take a look at, the most recent news, Ocean Minerals Corporation to merge with Odyssey Marine Exploration. Okay, cool. So OMEX, credible news. OMEX, credible news. 50 million in float. Currently 145% gain. Watch the uptrend to hold and a target up to 265 old spiking highs. So just, again, very basic. Just want to make sure that every single person kind of understands what we have. Want to make sure that you guys are all kind of gauging again. All right, hey, we're good. And I'm just adding every single one of these images over to the chat room over on Tradecaster. I'm, again, adding all these images as well over on StockTwits and X. So, again, make sure you guys go ahead and follow those. I just want to make sure every single person is trading with confidence. I want to make sure every single person is understanding what we need. So again, OMEX, guys, here's that little bounce play, still trying to rip and run, still trying to get that grind. So we have gone over OMEX, great. We have gone over, again, BBGI, awesome. UCAR did have a news, and Elab trying to move itself on up. Would you guys say those are the main plays? Elab trying to spike itself up above $5. OMEX right here, that play is trying to, again, you know, do its thing right now at this moment. OMEX right here, ONCX isn't doing anything. I really don't care about ONCX right now, or QNCX. BBGI, no. UCAR right now, no. Elab, yes. CYCU, no. SKIL, no. I think those are the top plays. So really, again, I would say my watch list, I would say what I would want is I would say Elab is definitely a play I would want. OMEX is definitely a play I would want. Still keep my eyes peeled over on BBGI. That's still a play that I would want. Let me go back over to OMEX right here as it's trying to get a little bit of hype. I would also say AIXI. AIXI, previous top gainer. That's a play that I would want. So is there any other play other than these four? Elab, OMEX, BBGI, AIXI. Any other? Am I missing any, guys, out of those four? Because those are the hottest ones. We've already traded BBGI. We already traded Elab. If we go over towards, again, you know, best news here today, we can see OMEX, BBGI, Elab out of the news. So we know those are the best ones with news. CYCU kind of spiked and started dumping on down. You can add it still to the watch list. OMEX, BBGI. What's ZGM doing? ZGM. Is that actually a play? Nah, that's a little volume. We don't need that. So I think that's honestly the kind of like the main plays. If you want to, you can add CYCU. If you want to, you can add CYCU. You can throw that one in the mix as well if you guys are interested. So we have these plays. Remember, guys, OMEX, we do want to look for entries up towards that 260 plus area. Now we got about 8 minutes until the 9 a.m. press release wave, guys. 8 minutes till the 9 a.m. press release wave. Let's make sure that we're all set, ready to go. Let's see if we have any newer insider transactions over in Congress. You know, Nancy Pelosi really hasn't done anything. We haven't seen anything big. April 1st. Just a little heads on up, guys. I'm just kind of looking over on here. April 1st was the last time we're seeing any sort of insider transactions. Anything super big. Let's actually go back to like big trades. Let's do 250,000 plus. So we have selling. Again, and then Nancy. Nancy bought on January 22nd. So Nancy Pelosi bought in on January 22nd. That was about it. Anything that's okay, let's go medium. 50,000 to 250,000. And let's only do buying. I don't want to do sells and buys. Let's just do buys only. So yeah, March 23rd. What stock? We have LGIH, UNH. Ooh, that one's a little interesting, guys. Look at this one. March 9th, UNH, $50,000 to $100,000 investment. And guess what we had again 2 days ago? UNH with this, boom, massive spike. And that's kind of like the thing. Sometimes we do see plays get a little, you know, excited. Sometimes we see like all of a sudden these insider transactions happen, and then a month later, it's not the day later. It's usually like a month later something big happens. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting on how that just seems to always work out, right? So you guys can check that out if you guys want to. And again, something I don't use that often, but I definitely should be this headlines page. So again, just constantly giving you guys headlines, kind of like constantly, you know, so different headlines and making sure that you guys are aware of the headlines the moment they come on out. Let's make sure that we're all set. Sitting over in the premium side, we do have, again, everyone's ready to rock and roll, waiting for this big day ahead. All right here, traders. Give me 2 seconds. Gonna flip on the switch right here. Actually turn on the heat a little bit. Still a little cold on this day, so give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right, traders. You guys ready to spice up this morning? Are you guys ready to spice things on up? So, let's see here. Let's see what we have right at 9 a.m. Guys, OMEX, still one of the better plays here today. We want to see that 260 mark. Jesse, Trump and his sons have been making hundreds of millions and probably billions of dollars since the Iran war. They bought put options before and after his tweets. Look into that and teach us that. What do you want me to do? You want me to somehow get into the Trump family? Is that what you want? You want me to marry into the family somehow? And then again, be able to again ask Trump what he's going to tweet out. And then again, before he tweets it out, come over to tradecaster.com and again, start telling everyone. Is that what you want? Okay, sure. Let me go ahead and work on that plan. Let me get one of the Trumps. Who's the easiest one that I can get to fall in love with? And then let's just have a wonderful romantic relationship so I can get insider information. Hey, I like your plan. I like where your head's at. Are there any single Trumps available? What, Barron? He's about your size? Okay. I wasn't thinking outside the box like that, but I guess again it's 2026. We can be open-minded. We can be open-minded. That's a strong commitment on my end. It's a very strong commitment. Right now, 8:58. Right now, OMEX here, traders. Just pay attention to the tweets. We can get in according to what he says, then out. No, absolutely. Again, traders, I will say I am more than happy with how I traded. Traders, again, what have I done? What have I done? Ladies and gentlemen, what have I done? I entered at the absolute best play I possibly can. Why? Because I do watch his tweets. Because I do see what's going on in the world. Because I also, again, study facts. Again, the facts are the S&P 500 on average has a 14% drop every single year. On average, we have a 14% drop every single year. So, we fell about 11%. We saw the S&P 500 come on down to what area? The 13 EMA. And again, look what I tweeted on out. Guys, March 30th. March 30th at again 142. I said I will always be transparent. Today, March 30th, I added to my retirement account. This is with my account with roughly $250,000 in it. I cannot touch this account until I'm 60 years old, but today I'm buying again S&P 500, Microsoft, and CRM. Buying again at the absolute bottom. And even on March 29th, I say I am buying a lot in my long-term account. Right? That's really cool. So, traders, here comes the 9 a.m. news. Let's get ready to go. 9 a.m. news is here. Let's find the next spike. Let's find the next rip. Come on, baby. Give us one big candle here. Phase 3.
Achieve.
We have potential.
Achieve.
MAIA. MAIA. Is this one going to get any sort of hype and ripping and running? MAIA. We do have, again, MAIA expects a recent $33 million capital to fund ongoing Phase 3. So they got $33 million in capital. Watching to see if that is going to be able to fund Phase 3 trials. Receives FDA. Guys, GRRR. Nope, nothing there just yet. FRMM. To purchase, a lot of times, whenever you see the word NVIDIA, sometimes you go on these quick little spikes. FRMM talks about, again, we're working to buy NVIDIA chips. Who cares if you're working to buy NVIDIA chips? This doesn't mean you have a partnership with NVIDIA. If this thing spikes, short it right back on down. So a lot of times, like, you'll see a little penny stock, a $2 stock, have the word NVIDIA with it, and it'll be like, oh, NVIDIA, and people buy it on up. And it's like, why are you buying it on up? Because it says the word NVIDIA, they have a partnership. No, they don't. They said they're trying to buy NVIDIA chips. NVIDIA doesn't even know who this company is. So if this thing ever got a quick little spike, just short it right back on down. GRRR, I want to see if that gets any sort of buying volume. No. MAIA, anything right there? MAIA, maybe it's going to try to spike on up towards like 160 really quickly. I'm waiting to see kind of where the push is going to be. There's going to be a stock that's going to get a little bit of a push.
Merger.
Proves a merger. TBH. Nope, not too much right there. It's right here. Let's continue to watch. QNCX, BBGI, UCAR. Guys, we're waiting for kind of that next pop here on whatever play it's going to be. OMEX is still slowly gaining. QNCX we're watching. BBGI, UCAR. We're just waiting to see like which one is going to get the mob. Which one's going to get the action? You know, that's what we're looking at right now. The majority of buyers, the hype, the momentum. That's what we're looking for right here. Got a little hood spike. Let's see. HOOD. Not seeing too much on hood. Bob Adams, what blue chip stock should I jump in on? UNH, BA? I mean, there's a million options, right? Yeah, the stocks that I'm in on the majority of the Mag 7 plays. You can't go wrong with the Mag 7. But I will also say, you know, if you jump in now, you might, it depends on what you're looking for. Hey, Dek, I want to jump in a long-term trade. I'm not going to sell for the next 10 years. Buy any of the Mag 7, you're probably going to make money, right? But the thing is, if you're buying today, hoping for, I don't know what's going to happen today. The S&P 500 is gapping up nearly 3%. We might have a pullback today because of how high we're gapping up. Or we could possibly just have strong momentum. So I can't say what's going to happen today. I could say what's going to happen over time. Traders, it's easy for me to do that. If someone said, hey, Dek, what is the stock market going to do within the next 10 years? I would say it's going to go up. You say, how do you know that? Because again, all the S&P 500 does is go up. It goes up forever. Yes, you get pullback. And you get pullback, and you get pullback, and you get pullback. But these are all dip buying opportunities. Dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy. Every, again, S&P 500, it's to get the next leg, get the next rip. So again, you know, the S&P 500 has gone up forever since the 1920s. Is that pretty crazy to think about? It's gone up forever since the 1920s, guys. And it will go up. Now, yes, we could have recessions in the future. There could be, again, big drops in ugliness in the future. But guess what? We will be higher than where we are 10 years from now. Elab trying to get a little hype. A little heads on up, guys. Elab got a quick little pop right there. I don't have any orders in on Elab right now, do I? I just want to make sure. Elab, no. I have the majority of my orders over on CYCU orders to see if CYCU is going to be able to break through that $2 mark. That would have been really solid. And then I also do still have OMEX orders. I want to see if OMEX could maybe get that possible squeeze and that rip and run and start popping and climbing and start getting a little bit more of that hype. Now, Elab at this moment seems like it is the most active play right now, but it's looking for that $5 squeeze and break. Can we get that $5 breakout? We know, again, that's what we're looking for. Now, let's be frank. Traders, right now at this moment, right, we're sitting great. We're sitting with a $930 profit. I'm happy with today. Now, I want to trade more. I want to get after it. I want to make even more money on this time. So we got to see which one is going to be able to get that squeeze and that spike and that rip and that run. S&P 500 here, guys. We are going to be opening up right around 677. This is going to be the biggest green day of 2026 so far. So biggest green day of 2026 so far. And here are the current futures, just a little heads on up. Current futures that we have. The Dow is currently up 1,258 points. 1,258 points. The S&P 500 is up 2.66%. right now, and NASDAQ futures are up 845 points. Now, as I talked about earlier, a lot of people are asking this question, saying, why is it going to 2-week delay so positive? Because for the next 2 weeks, the next 14 days, the Strait of Hormuz is open. You know, that's all we want. We just want to be able to bring in our ships and our waterways and be able to get gas and oil out of there. That's all we care about, right? That's all we want. And before it was closed. And having that closed, again, you guys saw gas prices rise. So now we're opening it up for the next 2 weeks. So now again, opening up for the next 2 weeks. Perfect. Right? Don't got to worry about anything. Perfect. Elab getting a little bit of that pullback right now, guys. Elab getting that drop. What do you guys think is going to get the hype up today? Like, where is the mob going to go to right off the rip? That's what we're looking for. Like, where is ELPW? Guys, ELPW. ELPW trying to get a little bit of momentum right now. ELPW getting some hype, guys. High watch, high alert. You know, a lot of traders running over here. I want to look for possible shorts. ELPW, see how much higher this is going to go. Let's see if we can locate some shares. How much is that going to cost us? $30. Okay, that's worth it to me. ELPW, guys, starting to get a little bit of hype and momentum. Taking a look over on patch chart history pattern. Let's see what we got. How high can we get up towards? ELPW 13 EMA is at the price of $295. We got up to $292. Guys, $295. We got up to $292 so far. A little heads on up. I am going to do 1,000 shares short just in case we start falling right here. At least I can get something. And then again, I will add onto this play if we get back up towards around the 290s. So I'm going to do 1,000 shares just right now in case, again, like we, you know, in case this stock just can't, you know, break that 292 mark. But at the same time, I do want to kind of load the boat, you know, somewhere up in the 280s. See if I can kind of go back on up towards around those top marks. So I only have 1,000 shares, little heads on up. And it's just because, again, 295 is that top. But I just want to get myself involved. I just want to be able to make some sort of cash and some sort of money. So if we start fading and falling, even with 1,000 shares, a $2,000 investment, that's all it is. You know, just 1,000 shares. I'm in at the price of $263. But look at this, guys. If we just have one of these typical spike and dumps, where would I like to get out? I would say 220s. Guys, if this thing dumps on down to the 220s and I can make $300, I mean, I'll take it. Right now, the VWAP is going to be holding up as a little bit of a support line. So again, ELPW. Quick little spike on up. Let's see if the VWAP holds up as support. Now, does ELPW even have any sort of news? I don't even think there's any sort of news behind it. Do you guys see any sort of news? Right now, what's the goal? Goal is low 230s. Low 230s to even the 220s, guys, to just take a nice little, again, almost $300 gain here. Guys, nice little dump. Nice little crack here. Guys, there it is. Take profits here. Take profits, take profits, take profits. $272. ELPW, nice work, guys. Just made $272 off that little random pump right there. Now we are up $1,200 on the day. This is, again, the way I like to trade. This is how I like to trade. This is how I like to profit. So again, right now, we have ELPW, again, making us some money. Now, again, we did try. All I did was jump in on 1,000 shares just so I could have something, right? I just wanted to get a little money. Wanted to get myself going a little bit here. Okay? So ELPW, not too bad. That was a nice little pop. Good job for you guys. Again, actually, the first time I saw this play was X-Men Y4H. You know, I saw him on YouTube chat be able to alert it. And that's the greatest thing about being part of a community. Being part of a community, guys, people are, again, going to alert different things and kind of throw things out there for us. Right now, do not need to put myself in any sort of bad position. Staying smart, staying safe. Guys, ELPW trying to battle itself back on up. Again, if ELPW does squeeze itself all the way back on up, there could be another trade. And again, there's that 292 target, that 292 area that you guys know. No one loves so much. So traders, let's do this here, huh? Let's get ready to go. Right now, 9:11 in the market. We are going to be seeing what we have. Ritz, good morning, Dekions. Good morning. Is that what everyone is called? A Dekion? A Dekion. Good morning, Dekions. Traders, can we get back on up towards around that 280, 290 mark? 292 is the 13 EMA. I know I got to make my chart super tiny here, but you can actually see this green line right here. This green line actually goes up a little bit higher towards like 299. So there's a chance that we actually could go up towards around that 299 mark. Yeah, 299 is that top little target here. Let's see what ELPW can do for us. I mean, it's 912 in the market. I want to keep on trading, traders. I'm feeling good right now. I want to keep on trading. I want to keep making this money. BBGI looks like it's gearing up for a little bit of a squeeze. Would you guys not agree? You know, do you guys see that we have this little bit of higher lows? And I could imagine all of a sudden BBGI just shoot on up towards like 580. You know what? I like that. I want to put like 250 shares ready to go for a short order if that thing starts spiking on up a little bit. 580, 585, 591, 594. Right? I like what you're thinking. The possibility you'll be able to get filled over on BB. Oh, I'm putting this in on the wrong play right here. Let me cancel that. I was kind of loading the boat there for a second on the wrong stock. ELPW, I don't need the 590s. Okay, so let me actually change this here for a second. Let's go BBGI. BBGI, I like this play. 250 shares at a time, up towards around that VWAP area. So I would like to see a little bit of a squeeze, and then I'll pop and move back on up. We'll see if that can happen. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I always just like having open orders. Like, guys, I have orders like right now over on OMEX. If OMEX could ever squeeze on up towards 260s, I would look at that. BBGI, again, BBGI, I like that one a lot to see if that one could squeeze back up towards the VWAP. I'm also, of course, keeping my eyes peeled over on what plays right now. We are watching as well ELPW, right? ELPW. This is one that, could be able to make us a lot of money here today. ELPW, if this play could be able to get back up into the 290s. So ELPW, guys, getting little cracks and falls and fades. Right now, again, we have gone over absolutely everything. Everything that we need. So if we take a look right here, traders, we do have all the top gainers on the day. OMEX, we've already traded that one. We've already made money off that one. Or actually, we have not traded that one. OMEX is a play that I am watching. OMEX is a stock that I am focusing on. OMEX, what are we looking at? Little recap for you guys is OMEX is a stock that has been on a very nice little uptrend. The target is simply enough right here, that 265 mark. 265 is the target for traders. If OMEX gets up to 265, that's where I will look to short it. Okay? Next on up, JTAI. Ooh, guys, is this new? JTAI, $5 million economic interest in XI SpaceX. What's going on with JTAI right now? JTAI. Hold on a second. Guys, JTAI, this was a stock that looks like it might have been halted that just got unhalted. Traders, all eyes. JTAI might have been in a halted play that is now unhalted. Got up towards around $16 at this moment. So this one, it looks like it's fresh and new. All attention, all eyes over on JTAI. Talks about JTAI announces a $5 million economic interest in XAI. Okay. Those are some big words. As in, like, when you talk about XAI and you talk about SpaceX, people definitely get excited about that stuff. I want to see if there's any shares available to short. They cost 50 cents to short. What I like about, JTAI right now is it's a fast mover. Fast little mover, hot little mover. People are excited about it. $15 is going to be some strong resistance. Let's maybe, again, load the boat in the 14s and see if we can get the best overall entry possible. Load the boat in the 14s. See if we can make some money all the way up towards around that $15 mark. Just do 1,000 shares at a time. Don't got to go overboard. Don't got to go too crazy. So JTAI right now getting a lot of, again, momentum. And just to confirm, there's no like certain price we're seeing, right? It's not like it's saying it's going to sit at $13 per share or anything like that. So could JTAI kind of open on up and all of a sudden we start seeing some breakouts and some hot moves? I think so. So JTAI, if that one starts breaking into the 14s, I'm going to look for shorts there. JTAI, $14 region is where we'd want to start getting ourselves involved. But again, that's just, I was looking over on the Fox Runner best press releases of the day. And all of a sudden I saw JTAI and I was like, this is a new one. We haven't talked about JTAI. So that was a stock that looks like it was halted from before. Right now, JTAI still watching this play. And again, let me actually post this for you guys because it is, 9:17 in the market. If you guys, again, everyone, make sure that you guys are aware of all the best top gainers with news. These are all the best top gainers with news. These are this is like your credible watch list, right? So best stocks with credible news this morning. We do have OMEX, we do have BBGI, we do have JTAI, we do have Elab, we do have CYCU. These are the ones that are making traders, again, jump out of bed, start dancing. And again, it seems like JTAI definitely has, the hype right now. It just got unhalted momentarily ago. So it was halted earlier this morning, popped on up, got unhalted probably right around 9:15. And now, again, traders are, excited, kind of running over towards this play a bit. So there's that list. And then you guys also just do have the overall top gainer list, but nothing that we want that we're not already aware of. Guys, JTAI is still fading and falling a little bit. QNCX, anything right there? No. BBGI, we're still waiting for that little pop at the bell. Waiting for that pop at the bell to be able to get filled and be able to see a reversal back on down. Ugh. And let's try to make some more money today. Traders, let's try to make some more money today. Now, I will say we are about 20 minutes away before I drop the link for our webinar. Remember, guys, next Tuesday, or this Tuesday coming on up, we are going to be having a 100% free webinar for anyone who wants to become a full-time day trader, who wants to make a living off day trading. So again, if you're just a side hustler, if you're saying, hey, Dek, I just don't have time to become a full-time stock trader, if you're just, in and out making some quick money, that's amazing, and I love that. But I am going to, again, be hosting a webinar going over a lot of introduction, a lot of principles, a lot of fundamentals, a lot of strategy, and saying to ourselves, hey, you know what? Let's make sure we're doing everything right? Let's make sure, again, we're using our head. Let's make sure, again, we're trading the best way possible. And I am going to, again, be teaching you, not, again, live trading. This is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday. 7 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday. First 500 people to sign up will get a spot. You guys will be able to watch it. I will be sending it out. No, I am not going to record it. No, I am not putting it out to the public. This is just for the people that prove to me they want to be there. So the people that want to be there, the people that, again, are showing on up, the people that are going to be here, those are the ones that are going to get access to it. 500 people at most, and that is all. So I am going to be dropping a link. All you have to do is add your email to that link. And if you're within the first 500 people, I will be sending you an email next Tuesday at around 6 o'clock. That's when the room will open, and we will start at 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Okay? This is going to be more for serious traders, people who want to take their trading to the next level. All right? So I want to make sure that you guys are all good. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 921 in the market. Dek, why did you sell your supercars? Again, I never had multiple supercars at one time. I, again, just would, what I would do, just a little heads on up, and I've talked about this before, guys, is if anyone ever wants to get a very nice car, this is all I would do. All right? Yes, you do need the funds to be able to buy a nice car, right? But what I would do is I would just go over, I would buy a nice car, let's just say my very first car I ever gotten, my very nice supercar I ever got was a McLaren 570S. That was the first supercar I ever got. That was back in 2018. Okay? So, this is what I would do. I would buy my McLaren, okay? And the day that I bought my McLaren, I then took pictures of it and then I put it up for sale for about $5,000, $10,000 more than what I bought it for. Now, the thing is, what would I do then? I would then drive around this car for, again, a few months until someone messaged me and said, hey, I like that. Now, the thing is, traders, when you buy a car that's $150,000 or whatever, guess what? People are going to spend for the color they want, for the interior they want. Oh, this one finally came on up, this orange color. Yes, I want that one. I don't mind that it's getting $2,000, $3,000 more. So every single car that I bought a McLaren. I bought it for, at that time, back in 2018, it was like $170,000. I put it up for sale for around $177,000. I drove around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Someone messaged me, said, hey, I really like that car. Can we meet somewhere around $165,000? I would say, let's do $170,000. And guess what? I then sold it almost for the same exact thing I bought it for. Then again, I did the same exact thing, as you guys can imagine, with the other car, right? I then at one point had a Ferrari, or I had a Ferrari 458. So I had this car, and I did the same exact thing. I bought this car, a Ferrari 458. The moment I got it, I put it back up for sale. The moment you get it, put it back up for sale. Drive it around. Guess what? There's going to be someone out in the world that goes, oh, I really want a red one here. If you bought it for, again, $180,000 or $200,000 or $210,000, put it for $220,000. Someone again will message you 5, 6, 3, 2 months later, say, hey, I will again buy that car off you for whatever. You sell it for almost the same exact price you bought it for. So that was my strategy. I do not have any emotional attachment to any car I ever buy. If someone wants to offer me more than what I bought it for, I will sell it to you right away. So yes, I would again purchase each car. I would drive it around for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And then when someone says, hey, I'll buy it for you, essentially at the same price that I bought it for, I would just sell it. So that's all I would do over and over and over and over again. And now again, at this point, I just don't care for one. I just don't want one at this moment. So if someone's like, oh, hey, why don't you go buy like another nice car? I don't want one. I would rather, again, put money into the markets when we're dipping. I would rather have liquid money in my bank account. I would rather, again, be able to invest into business and different things along those lines. So why don't I have a Lamborghini at this time? I don't want a Lamborghini at this time. I don't want it. I'm more than happy with a truck. I am more than happy with just driving around and just being normal. Right? I am fine in that aspect. I don't want a nice car at this time. So right now, we are all good. 9:24. Yeah, also next Tuesday, guys, should be the PDT rule, right? Traders, did everyone sign up over to Cobra? Now, I know, again, you guys might be saying, oh, Dek, I can't sign up to Cobra. Again, I need $20,000 to sign up to Cobra. Cobra is a premium broker, which means, yes, they only take premium accounts because, again, they offer so much. They put shares to short on every single play available. But right now here, traders, the PDT rule should be dropping next week to sub 25,000. So if you want Cobra, they will be dropping their minimum down to $5,000 next week. That's what we're saying right now. So if you guys have not, fill out the application right now so that when next week happens, you already have an account open and you guys are already set ready to go. So again, you guys, if you guys sign up here, you guys do get absolutely everything for free. 2 free months of software, 50% off commissions for life, free 60 days. You guys get everything you need. So again, make sure you guys go ahead, sign up to Cobra for when the PDT rule drops. So PDT rule drops, you guys will be all set, ready to go. Guys, is the S&P 500 falling again? No, S&P. The straight is closed again. Crazy trader, I don't think so. The S&P 500 is still holding on up perfectly fine. So again, like if there was, if all of a sudden we saw a $5, $6, $10 drop on the S&P 500, I would say that there would be some sort of crazy news out there. But right now, again, the S&P 500 is absolutely fine. I don't see any sort of issue whatsoever. Is the PDT rule confirmed to drop next week? No. There is no 100% confirmation. What is confirmed is next week the SEC is going to be releasing a statement about the PDT rule. So again, are we 100% dropping next week the PDT rule? No. What next week is the day that it can become dropped. So any moment following next Tuesday is when the PDT rule can be dropped. It's almost like, again, like the deadline with, last night with Iran and, Trump. It could happen at any moment. So starting next Tuesday is the time that there could be any moment that the PDT rule is going to drop. But is it all said and dropped at, next Tuesday, 100%? No, it is not. Okay? QNCX, BBGI. Let's stay ready. Guys, the market opens up in 2 minutes. Give me 2 seconds. We'll be all set, ready to go. Get fired up on this day. Ready to rock and roll. All right, here, traders, let's do this. 9:28 in the markets. Let's switch out our scanners. Guys, I want to make some more money today. Right now, we are currently up $1,200 on the day. But again, what do I say? $1,200 is for peasants. Are you a peasant? Are you a peasant? No. Let's make some more money today, huh? Let's do it. So guys, we are on fire right now. 3 for 3 on the day. Let's get ready to make some more cash. Let's get ready to make some more money. Let's get ready to be able to get after it even more here. 9:29 in the markets. Let's get ready to go. Also, a little heads on up here, traders. I did send out about 19 different high of the day momentum scanners yesterday. As I said, guys, if you want the high of the day momentum scanner, the scanner that shows us every single new high, I will send you not only the high of the day momentum scanner, the breakout scanner, I'll send you all the penny stock top gainers, top losers. I will send you my charting. All you guys need to do is, again, sign up to Trade Ideas. Once you guys are signed up to Trade Ideas, I can send you all of my charts, all of my scanners, everything. So if you guys want to sign up to Trade Ideas, type in the code word Dekmar25 for 25% off. Once you do that, just email me your receipt and I will send you all my scanner codes so that you guys are all set, ready to go. Okay? Very simple, very straightforward. I'm not going to charge you guys anything whatsoever for my scanner codes. I just, again, want to make sure you guys have all my scanner codes. All right? Johnny Deck, why are you wearing $10 million sunglasses? No need to flex on us like that, man. Well, again, I like to do it. These sunglasses are not made out of plastic. These sunglasses are made out of nuclear uranium. Yes, it is slowly, again, burning my eyelids apart. And I probably, again, am, it's going to be disastrous in the next few weeks. But you know what? At least I'm going out with some style. You know, it's like, oh, hey. What's going on? Why is Deck not showing up? Well, again, he's wearing nuclear glasses on his face, but they were $10 million. That's called fashion, baby. It's subjective. That's high fashion. Right now, QNCX here. OMEX. Guys, JTAI getting a dump. Man, JTAI, guys, crashing right back on down. We wanted to see if JTAI was going to be able to make us some money. Unfortunately, that play is not getting that spike above that $14 mark. So JTAI is just dumping right back on down. We do want to see if BBGI can get a little bit of a squeeze. Again, BBGI, we want to see if that one could squeeze on up. And we also are still watching OMEX. OMEX to see if OMEX could squeeze on up. Right now, again, we're sitting with a great profit, but we are looking for some more. ADGM, CYCU, GRI, anything? CYCU, guys. CYCU was a hot little mover this morning. CYCU was a stock that we traded this morning as well. We were able to make over... Oh, no, we did not trade CYCU. I think we put entries on CYCU, but we never got filled on it. CYCU, this play Where is there the main trouble? CYCU 180, some main resistance lines. Old spiking highs over on CYCU at the price of 180. Let's just see what gets the hype here today, huh? Let's see what gets the hype. Let's see what gets the momentum. Let's see what's like the first play to kind of stand on up and start dancing. Because that's what we want. Also, today could be a great day, traders, to go ahead and trade the prop firm, right? What am I thinking? Why don't, again, I open up over the prop firm over here. Get some, again, you know, some live money trades over on the prop firm. Let's see what we got. Bring this on up. Let's go over to our prop firm account. Sometimes, again, sometimes the easiest money is just going over to the prop firm and getting ourselves all set, ready to go, right? So let's get this all set, making sure that we're all ready to rock and roll. No, I don't want the tournament. Baby, my heart is full of love and I want you. Guys, UCAR, a little bit of spike up towards that $1 area over on UCAR. Here we go. Prop firm back on up here. Bringing over the prop firm. Haven't touched the prop firm in a little bit. Currently sitting with $106,000 in the prop firm. So let's get a little crazy with the prop firm here today, huh? I mean, the S&P 500, it looks like it's getting a little bit of a pullback. Do you guys think the S&P 500 is going to get a little bit of a drop? S&P 500 has now gone from 660 all the way up to 676. There are going to be people here that are going to say, oh, the S&P 500, it's going to fall on down because we are gapping up too high. Other people are going to say, Dex, momentum's too strong. What's this area? 674.90. 674.90 is, again, where the S&P 500 could fall on down to. I always trade the US 500. And again, the prop firm I kind of do with a little bit more fun. Guys, I think the prop firm easily could get a little bit of that drop and fade just because we are gapping up so high. I'm going to do 3 contracts. US 500, go after a short on the US 500 and see if we do get a little bit of a drop. So again, this is my real prop firm. Prop firm money is, again, you know, I have a fake $100,000. Anything above $100,000 is my real money that I can keep. So I have $6,000 in profit that I can keep. I like to get a little crazy on my prop firms, to be honest, because again, I can make crazy amount of money if I just nail 1 or 2 trades the right way. So I do the US 500. I did do 3 contracts. I'm going to look to see if the S&P 500 is going to drop on down towards around 674 and maybe add another $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. If you're incorrect on the prop firm, just get out, you know, as quickly as you can most of the time. But if the S&P 500 starts fading and falling, I could be able to make a lot of money if it falls all the way back down towards those 674s or so. So I'm going to let, again, US 500, S&P 500, see if we're going to fade and fall and start dropping. And if we can make a lot of cash. Guys, little heads on up. BBGI. Remember, I want to short this one up towards around the 580s. So BBGI, going to short this one up towards around the 580s if we can get that quick little rip and run over on BBGI. So can BBGI spike on up towards around that $6 mark? That's what I'm looking for. Elab also getting a little pop, guys. We do have, again, some of those plays that we know and love so well. Elab. Guys, Elab has gotten rejected once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times off $5. BBGI has the VWAP where, again, we want to short up near around the 580 mark. That's going to be some strong areas for us as well. Prop firm, again, currently sitting down $600 over on that. I am watching that, just a little heads on up. Just keep my eyes peeled over on the prop firm. I have so many dang tabs open. I want to delete some tabs right here. Close off some tabs at this moment. Just because I want to focus. Let your boy focus a little bit. Let me focus. Come on, let me just lock in and focus here. See if the S&P 500 can fade and fall, and if the S&P 500 can fade and fall, we're all set. Now, yes, I can always, again, get out what I like. I have $6,000 sitting in my prop firm. I can take out whenever I want right now. BBGI, I want this thing to spike up to 580 so I can get filled. I want to find a couple big rippers, a couple big spikers, a couple big climbs next. S&P 500 right now, still sitting right around that VWAP area. Basically, guys, I will say if we go above the VWAP, that's where I'm going to get out of my S&P 500 trade. So I just want to make your life easy and simple. Anything underneath the VWAP, I'm going to keep on holding. Does that make everyone's life simple? Anything underneath the VWAP, I will hold. If we break the VWAP, I'm going to get out on my prop firm trade. Okay? So that means if we go above probably the price of 640, I will be getting out on my prop firm trade. Okay? And that could be coming up soon, so I just got to be careful. Guys, BBGI just spiked on up to 674. I don't believe I got filled on anything yet. No. 674, I don't have any entries at 674. I have entries higher. Now, again, why again do I like BBGI? Just because I think it's going to run up to the VWAP and get rejected. So I was looking for the run up towards 650, or excuse me, 580. Like, I'm looking for something closer towards there. I was looking for, and now look at that drop. Look at the reversal here. So it was the right idea. We got up to 574. I wanted to see like 580, 590. VWAP's at $6. So I was looking to get closer towards that $6 mark. So right now here, traders, we only have 3 trades as of now. It does not look like BBGI. I'm going to cancel my BBGI trades. I have a couple of trades that are open. Again, I had BBGI that I'm going to cancel right now. 599, 596, 593, 584, 584, 581. So I'm going to cancel that. And we also had some OMEX trades, right? OMEX. We had some OMEX trades right here that we were looking to see if we can get filled. And OMEX, we can't do anything there. What we can look at right now, though, is let's kind of start a clean slate. Is it looks like Elab. Elab is trying to break through $5. Is Elab actually going to squeeze this here, guys? Is Elab actually going to squeeze, break through $5, start getting some hype and momentum? So Elab up above $5. How high can this go? Let's say if this does keep on ripping and running. I mean, if this does take on off, it's going to just be like, I don't know, like 520. I really don't think, again, Elab's going to have too much hype behind this play at this moment. Let's see here. Elab might be getting halted here soon. Guys, Elab, chance of it getting halted here. Now, I believe we already have shares to short on Elab, correct? How many shares did I already locate on Elab? I don't want to locate more and have to pay for them. Elab, I have 5,000 shares I can short right now. So Elab, I actually already have 5,000 shares I can short whenever the heck I want. Now, we might get halted, though, on Elab. Elab right now, getting a little bit of that hype. Elab getting a little bit of that momentum. Not halted yet. Keeping our eyes peeled on this one. Elab, still watching this play here. Stop got up to 549. 549 so far here, traders. Let's see what this one does. 549, strong resistance. Definitely had, again, a fair share of little pops here and there. I still think we're going to get little climbs here. Maybe up towards a 540 little top. 544 little top. I'll go after Elab if it starts, you know, kind of getting a little bit of momentum for us once again. Happy to kind of take profits here and there. Elab, not a bad play in any sort of way. Traders are looking to see how high these plays can go up to. Again, a lot of times I look at past chart history pattern and try to figure out how high can plays go up to. A lot of old resistance right around 530. This old spiking high is all the way up towards around $6. So if this thing keeps on going, I mean, we could go all the way up towards $6. Let me look at a little bit of this downtrend real quick. This downtrend right here, what's that? 560? I kind of like 560. I'm going to delete my orders and say 560 would be the best area, I think, as of now. So Elab, 560. That's going to be, I think, a nice little area that could be able to make us some money. We know Elab is one of the hotter plays right now. UCAR at this moment also trying to squeeze and spike. UCAR trying to squeeze. It looks like UCAR is trying to get a little bit of that hype and momentum as well. Now UCAR, 13 EMA is what price? 13 EMA is at the price of 164. And guys, Elab just dumped. Elab unfortunately just dumped. Now again, what's going to be the main issue? Main issue is, again, we're going to have a lot of trouble over on Elab right next to $5. You can look for some more shorts over on Elab. Also, I'm looking back over on the prop firm, guys. Prop firm right now, I didn't even realize I'm up $800. So again, didn't even realize over on the prop firm, we're sitting with a nice $800 profit. And it's just because I do think we are going to get a little dump just because the 50-day moving average is going to act as support. So we're probably going to fall back on down towards, I would say, mid to low 674s. Mid to low 674 region is going to be a nice little area that you guys can be able to see before a possible reversal. And that's where a dip buy would happen if you guys want to get filled on the dip buy. So right now, traders, we're doing absolutely great. Absolutely awesome. Let's actually just take these gains right here. Close trade. Awesome. Lock in those positions. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. Now, I will say Elab halted on the downside. Elab is halted on the downside right now here, traders. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go. Right now, Elab halted on the downside. S&P 500. We did just add some more money over in the prop firm, which is great. And again, honestly, I think the S&P 500, the next big lower shadow we get, you guys can be able to make some cash on this play. Elab, I'm actually thinking about entering this play on the short side. So this is my thought process. Stick with me on this, guys. Elab. Everyone, again, think about this. Where have we had trouble? Elab, we have had trouble. Top resistance right around $5. Top resistance right around $5. Top resistance $5. Top resistance $5. Top resistance $5. So you guys can see how many times we touched $5. I would say there's a great chance that we hit resistance and we're going to pop back up to $4.80, $4.95 and dump back on down. If you want to put shorts at the $4.80, $4.95 mark for the quick little pop, get rejected again and fall back on down, I think that's absolutely fine, right? So I think that could be some little profits. That could be a little bit of money, and that's an opportunity for you guys to be able to make some cash as well. So let's keep our eyes peeled over on Elab. That's going to be a good one. UCAR's trying to stay alive. S&P 500, a little bit of a pullback, now trying to spike its way back on up. We took profits when we could. MTEX, SKIL. We're good right now. I think Elab's the next trade. Elab's the next trade for us. There's a chance it just opens and dumps. There really is. So I'm actually thinking maybe we do entry 4. Let's go 469 entry. 576 entry. Not 576. I'm putting entries way too high. Sometimes I accidentally do that, and that's okay. That's okay. We're just having some fun. 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares. So I'm just putting some entries up high. See if I can get filled. Oh! Oh! Elab, nice little flush all the way back on down here. JTAI, guys, JTAI, look at that play. JTAI has just turned into a massive loser. Has anyone been shorting that stock? I mean, that stock has gone from $14 to $7. I mean, traders, it's given back like 50% so far. GRI, a little bit of hype. Let's go back to Elab, guys. Elab, all eyes on this play here. What I'm looking for, as you guys know, all right? I'm trying to make this very simple, very easy. All I am looking to do right here at this moment is Elab was a stock that spiked and dumped. We can clearly see we have resistance at $5, resistance at $5, resistance at $5, resistance at $5. And when this opens up in the next 5 seconds, I'm looking for it to spike back up near $5, get filled on this, and then keep on dumping even lower. If this just makes me a quick little $400 or $500, I'll take it. So I did just get filled. Stock opened on up. I'm looking for it to spike back up towards around $5. Here's the green candle. And now we're looking for a red candle now back on down to 450. We again have 3,000 shares filled. And now again, as that happens, we can get ready to take profits. And there we go, lock in our gains. And we just made another $400. All right, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great job, traders. Just like that, we are now sitting on the day with a total profit of $1,563 on the day. Up $1,500 on the day now. $1,500 on the day. That's how we do it. Did everyone make money with me right there? Everyone make cash with me right there? That's exactly what we planned. That's exactly what we wanted. And now, again, we're up $1,500 on the day. Just doing everything that we need to do. Oh, guys, I love when, again, we work out plans absolutely perfectly. When we set things on up to be absolute beauty. It's so perfect. That's all that was right there. Just trying to make, again, those simple, easy plays. Aussie says, we're not up $1,500, you are. Oh, so you're up more? You're up 2,000? You're up 2,200? You're up again 3,000? Let's go. Let's go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, it is time. It is time right here. Right now, it is currently 9:48 in the market. I made a promise to you. And I'm going to continue this promise here. On Tuesday, I am going to give you a webinar that is going to be going over introduction, fundamentals, strategy. Obviously, I can't teach you everything there is to know about stock trading on Tuesday, but I want to give you a great starting point on how to become a full-time stock trader. Could there be some things that are a review for you if you are, again, with me for a very long time? For sure. Is there going to be a lot of new things as well? Absolutely. This is no charge whatsoever. This is 100% free. This will not be recorded. This will not be posted. This is for the people who show up on Tuesday at 7 p.m. So right here, traders, I am about to drop right now this for you guys. And the first 500 people to sign up are going to get a seat. After, again, 500 people, we are turning it off because I think that's too many at that point. Once we go up to 600, 700, 800 people, it's just too many people. So the thing is, traders, I'm going to drop this link for you guys right now in chat. For every single person who signs on up right now, you guys are obviously going to have a seat. If you wait until tomorrow, if you wait until the next day, I can't promise you a seat. We'll see, right? So if you are going to show up next Tuesday, 7 p.m., we are going to email you a link, and the link is going to give you access for the webinar. Want to make sure that you guys are all ready to go, okay? So I'm posting this for you guys right here. Webinar. Let's go with how to become a full-time day trader. Free webinar. Sign up. Only the first 500 people will have a seat. Add your email now. Add your email now and comment. Signed up when good, when in. All right. You guys ready? I don't know how fast these 500 seats are going to go. I have no idea how fast these 500 seats are going to go. So again, I'm going to post this in 3 seconds. And when I post this, guys, make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. This could be going quick. This could be going fast. And I just want to make sure that you guys are all ready to rock. All right. So let me actually just take a little screenshot of this. So every single person is ready to get after it. Every single person is ready to go. And you guys will be all set. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see you guys again back here coming on up. I'm excited for Tuesday. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Posting it. Posting it for every single person. Posting it for every single person right now. Posting it, 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 posting it. All right, I will say I'm looking right now. I'm refreshing. 75 people have already signed up. 75 people have already signed up for the free webinar within the first 35 seconds. So again, do not miss that, guys. We are all set. Refreshing it. Okay, we're at 111 people have now signed up. 111 people have now signed up. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is going to be sold out by the end of today, most likely. So this is going to be this is going to be, by the end of today, this is going to be done. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am so excited. Guys, love it. Signed up, signed up, signed up, signed up, signed up, signed up. Comment signed up if you guys just signed up for it. If you guys just signed up, make sure you guys comment sign up. We're at 122 people just signed up in the first 1 minute. All right, we'll see where that gets up to, guys. But obviously, as you guys can see, this is getting a little bit crazy already. All right, that's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be awesome. Hey, I'm pumped. I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm excited. That's going to be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. So next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we will be getting after it. It's gonna be a little wild, guys. I want to give you guys some cookies, some jewels. I want to make sure again we do it after it all. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, traders. You guys, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to look for another trade? Sure, everyone start chanting. One more trade. One more trade. One more trade. One more trade. Traders, again, I am down to keep trading because right now I feel like at this moment, like the way I'm trading at this moment is the way that I know I can trade. That's the thing. The way I'm trading at this moment is the way I know I can trade. And right now at this time, I feel like if I close my eyes, right now I'm closing my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but I'm closing my eyes at this moment. And the way I feel, hold on, let me think for a second. Let me think how I'm feeling. You know, making $1,500 on this April, on this massive green day. Again, all the long-term investment accounts. I feel like right now I am like a really bready piece of, you know, like a pancake, and there's like a pancake on top of me that's keeping me warm, and there's a pancake underneath me that's keeping me warm. And now again, like a big slunk of butter just hit me right on top of the noggin, and it's sliding off my left cheek. And there's a left cheek, you know, just big piece of butter just sliding off me, and now I'm getting all tingly inside. Okay, that's how I feel. You can't say no. Okay, that's how I feel. So let's keep it going. Claire! Can you get Enrique to make some pancakes? Get Enrique to make some pancakes for us. Yeah, you can have some too. Okay. So traders, let's look for, again, another trade here. Let's see what we can do. UCAR. Maybe a UCAR trade? Maybe a UCAR trade. How high can UCAR go up to? Remember, guys, we do have the 13 EMA. 13 EMA on UCAR is going to be 160. Okay? So UCAR 160. I did not locate any UCAR shorts here, team. So let's just see how much UCAR shorts are. UCAR. We'll say 5,000 shares. Inquire all. 5,000 shares. Locate lowest. Cancel. $75. Yeah, $75. It's not a ton, but it's definitely a little bit. Let's wait until we get at least above like 145 before we locate these shares. Okay? So it's not a ton of money, but I don't want to just throw away $75 and not even use the shares. Yeah, JTAI, is that one still dumping? Guys, look at JTAI still dumping. JTAI still dumping. JTAI still, again, getting weaker and weaker and weaker. All right, traders. The big thing is let's just find a good trade. Let's find a trade that's going to be able to make us some profits. Elab. If Elab, can Elab break $5? I mean, Elab right now is trying. Maybe another Elab trade. I mean, Elab, we did exactly what we wanted right there. Most likely, Elab is going to be forming like some sort of wedge. Like Elab, I do not see it spiking all the way back on up towards 548, but I do see it potentially spiking up towards around like the 530s. UCAR 160 would be a great short. Elab, we already have shares this short, and they were dirt cheap. They were only like $6. So again, that's nice. But can we again be able to squeeze and spike up towards around like 535? That's kind of like the next big thing here. VSME small pop. I don't really want to mess with that one. I'd rather kind of stay with like the plays we know and love. Elab. I kind of want to see if Elab goes up towards like 530s, guys. There could be some great shorting opportunities. Right now, we are all set, ready to go. Absolutely fired up. I do just want to be ready in case Elab ever shoots on up towards that 5. I just think it's going to be resistance right around like 530, 534. It's starting to fall back down to $5 right now. All right, sub $5 at this moment. So we have had, honestly, 4 trades today. We've only traded 3 stocks, but 4 trades today. We made $625, $666, and $272. So we have been able to make some good cash and good money. But again, let's be honest. Let's be transparent, guys. Okay? I'm already, again, I love to tell you guys these things because, again, you know, I want to be open with you. We already know. January, great month. $15,000 in January. Crushed it. February, great month. $14,000 in February. Crushed it. March, very dead month. The markets were falling. People were scared. We were able to make $3,500. Every single month so far of 2026. Profit, profit, profit. We are again sitting right here, as you guys know, and we just do some very simple math at this time. You guys know we made $15,000, plus again $14,000, plus again $3,500. We're sitting with $32,500. So before again April, we were at $32,500. Now let's talk about April. April, our first trading session of April, we made about $1,200. That was the first trading session of April, last Thursday, correct? Last Wednesday and Thursday. But then we started having some trouble, didn't we? We lost last Friday or last Thursday. We lost about $4,000. That sucked. Then again, 2 days ago, we lost about $2,000. That sucked. And then yesterday, we lost about $2,000. That sucked. So again, if you guys were here yesterday, I did go through my worst losing streak of 2026. So, what is this right here? We're sitting at $32,500 plus again another $1,200 that we made. But then we did just lose minus 4,000, minus 2,000, minus 2,000, and now today we are up again. What? $1,500 plus $1,500. So far in the year, we are sitting with $27,200. So we are about 3 months in. We're sitting with $27,200. Divide this by 3 at this moment. We're averaging around $9,000 a month. So I definitely want to make more than that, but it's very important that I'm transparent to you. It's very important that, again, everyone's seeing. Now, again, all it takes sometimes is one good month of 40,000. You know, it's like, oh, Dek, how are you making millions of dollars? First off, I don't make millions of dollars trading stocks, okay? I don't do that. But I do make 6 figures a year trading stocks. My best year ever was $550,000, right? That was my best year ever. What I like to try to do is somewhere between, or what I would like to say is somewhere between 180 to 300,000. That's what I would like to do. 180 to 300,000 is an awesome, great, you know, happy time. You making 180,000, you're making 240,000, you're making 250,000, but you do have to get a couple months of that 40K, 30K, maybe a month of 100K. Maybe you get a month of, or maybe you consistently just get 18, 20, 22, 23. You get 1 month of 45,000. You know, that 1 month helps. So all it takes is that 1 month to kind of pop on up. But I just want to always be honest with you. I always want to be straight up with you guys. But we did just have 2 losing days that we got, or 3 days that we're trying to recover, bounce back from. Why not short JTAI? I'm too late to it. What am I going to do? Short the bottom? You know, could JTAI keep on fading and falling? And, you know, the thing is, I never expected this stock go from $14 to $5. Could it go from $5 to $1? For sure. But again, we have no idea. But I'm not going to short a bottom. You know, shorting a bottom is an awful idea. It's like buying the top, right? You take a look at the S&P 500 and people are, again, shorting the S&P 500 after it's already fallen 12%, think it's going to go lower. Just got absolutely destroyed. You know, the S&P 500, when there's fear, you buy. When there's overconfidence, you short. So if anything, I wouldn't be shorting JTAI. If anything, you'd probably want to look for a dip buy on JTAI as you get closer to $5. You know, so JTAI, maybe again, 450, you look actually for a dip buy. Give it a chance. And it's just because it's gone down so low. It just won't stop falling. JTAI is just fading and falling and dropping and fading and falling and dropping and fading and falling and dropping. UCAR, OEMX. UCAR still trying to spike a little bit. UCAR, again, we want to see if this one can get all the way up towards around that 160-ish mark. So UCAR might be gearing on up for that possible 160 pop. And if that stock can start getting above that 160 area over on UCAR, that's where, again, we could be able to go ahead and look for some shorts. UCAR 160 is the 13 EMA. I just want you guys to understand that's what I'm looking at, the 13 EMA area, 160. So any entries above probably 148, 151, 154, like those are all good entries to that 13 EMA area. So we still have UCAR, we're still watching. Elab right now starting to fall. JTAI again getting extremely weak. And all I really want, as you guys know, is one more good solid trade out of this day. I don't want to over trade. Yes, I get excited. And yes, I love this job. And yes, I love trading. But I want to make sure I'm doing things right. Also, if you guys are trading the prop firm right now, S&P 500, still looking for that VWAP break. I'm actually thinking the VWAP break is going to be coming on up. Thinking about doing another trade right now. I think I'm going to do 3 contracts on US 500 on my prop firm, and I'm going to buy right now. I'm going to buy at this moment, getting ready for the S&P 500 to try to break that VWAP, or at least run up and try to attempt to run up to that VWAP. So I'm in right now at the price of 675.14. Just a little heads on up. S&P 500, going to be watching that one, see if that one can squeeze, rip, and run, and give that one a chance. So I am trading a prop firm trade right now, 675.14. I want to see if we can keep building on up and run and break through that VWAP area. That's going to be the goal for me. Hit the VWAP, fall, come back up to the VWAP. I'm going to give it a chance and see if we can kind of go on a nice little rip and run, pop and move here. So, going to watch that, give that one a chance. UCAR, we want to see that one spike up to 160 and get rejected. Elab is starting to fade and fall at this moment. INHD, guys, INHD just got a little crazy, huh? Is INHD halted? Hold on a second over here. INHD. Traders, look at this one. Let's see this. Let's go with that. So traders, we are seeing, we are keeping our eyes peeled. We have a lot of hype, a lot of momentum. INHD. Okay, we might be able to find something here. Now things are getting a little spooky. Guys, it is spooky season. April. I might say October is spooky season. Not anymore. All right, here. So let's figure out what we want to actually do over on this trade. Let's see if, again, we start getting any sort of hype and momentum towards the upside here over on INHD. INHD, we have two main lines of resistance. Okay? INHD, we have two main lines of resistance. Two main lines is going to be 80 cents and $1. 80 cents and $1 is always the two lines of resistance. Now, INHD right here, we have now gone from 40 cents, 50, 60, 70, and it looks like we're going to be opening up next to 80 cents. Really quickly, I want to make sure I don't have any open orders. Okay, nice. UCAR sitting at 130. Nice. INHD definitely has some hype. I also just saw the Fox Runner alert go on through. INHD halted up 96%. New press release. Did everyone also, just a little heads on up, guys, does everyone here have the Fox Runner mobile app? The mobile app, guys, you get all the alerts sent to your phone. So the moment, again, anything comes on out, you get it on your mobile app. Just a little heads on up. So make sure you guys download that if you guys haven't, because it's super helpful. I'm literally just sitting here and I just saw INHD halted up and I'm like, okay, boom. So INHD right here, guys, officially launches Artificial Intelligence Strategic Plan. To be frank with you, it is a new press release. That's great. But who cares about AI? The thing is, it's like artificial intelligence. What is this, 2023? This is not a crazy hype word anymore. This is not any sort of crazy wild action anymore. It officially launches a plan. Cool. I have a plan later. Plan later is to do some laundry and clean up the house. Okay, should everyone give me millions of dollars? No. So the thing is, maybe this gets a little crazy hype and momentum just because, you know, it's fresh, it's new. People are, again, looking at this play. But to be frank with you, I think there's a great chance that this opens on up and just dumps on down just because, again, it did just go a little bit wild. Let's see. How much are shares? If I wanted to short 6,000 shares over on this play, it's going to cost me about 50 bucks here. I don't mind that. 1,000. Let's just play it safe. You know? Limit order. 0.91. Short. Oh, did I not get my locate lowest? Cancel. Guys, it looks like we're about to open. I do not have any shares to short just yet. I'm still going to try to get some. Okay, I just got some shares to short. I'm going to say 0.91, right? We start breaking in the 90s, short up there. 93, short up there. 95, short up there. If I short this play up near around $1, I will be happy, right? I start shorting this play up near around $1. I think that's a great area to definitely go ahead and start loading the boat for some possible shorts. So traders, right now, I'm actually in on this play. INHD, guys, are we still live? We're still not halted technically. Little heads on up. We're not halted. Now we are. So guys, I am in on this play. INHD, right now, I did just short this play. I shorted this play with 1,000 shares over on INHD. Heads on up for every single person. I am short on INHD, 3,000 shares at 93 cents. I will, again, look to be able to add on to this play, though, if we can kind of go a little bit higher. So I did not get filled my other little bit. I am still watching this one on INHD and seeing what we can do. All right, things can get awfully exciting. Things can get awfully exciting here. Definitely have potential across the board. Right now, we are currently up $1,600 in profit. And if you're sitting right here and saying, Dek, how are you up $1,600? It's just an error. Like when a stock is halted, sometimes you just see like crazy wins and losses that aren't really there. Just a little heads up. So INHD, this stock is getting a lot of attention towards the upside right here. Having a lot of hype, a lot of momentum. People are excited about this play. I want to make sure every single person is aware of this. 50 SMA is 107. Thank you for the heads on up. What do we have? Oh yeah, 50 SMA. 50 SMA is 107. When we say SMA, we're talking about simple moving average. Stock has now gone from 40 cents up towards around 107. Or 40 cents, 107 is the next target. That's a great area to kind of just put in some shares. You know, for the short to kind of bring up my cost basis somewhere up near around that 107 area, 104, 105, 106. And if it breaks 107, I just have to get the heck out. That's just me being honest. Right now, still watching the S&P 500. See if the S&P 500 could be able to move itself back above that 675-ish mark. Still long on the S&P 500 over on the prop firm. Little heads on up. I do want to see if we're going to be able to break the VWAP. And if we get back above 675 and move up towards the VWAP, that's where, again, I'll have a lot of money to be made. So INHD, crazy ripper right now, crazy mover right now. Definitely where the hype and definitely where the volume is currently sitting at. I do want to be ready to be able to pull the trigger over on this play and get myself involved on this trade. No, again, current orders at this time, but I will look for orders when this one opens on up again, though. If this one opens on up, and again, I'm happy, just to be honest with you guys, I'm happy to just make another, $200. I don't need every trade to be $1,000 plus. Like, I don't need that. I don't need every trade to be a $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 plus. If it happens, it happens. But at the same time, if all of a sudden I open on up and I'm up $300, $400, $500, and I can lock that up and bring my profits up to $2,000 on the day, that's also, again, absolutely fantastic as well. All right, so let's see what we can do here. So INHD, my game plan. Deck, you're in right now, 3,000 shares at 93 cents. I'm going to look to get filled above $1. Have, again, my entries above $1. That's going to bring my cost basis up towards around 96 cents. Stock falls back on down to 91.88, something like that. Take my profits. That's my ultimate goal. Just a little heads up for you guys. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Start seeing if I can be able to get myself some nice possible trades over on this bad boy. All right. So INHD, making sure we're all set. I am going to switch over to a market order in case I need to get out quickly. That's just something I always do. I always just switch out to a market order just in case I ever need to get out quickly. I am going to look for about 6,000 shares on this play and see if we can dump and reverse back on down. If we can dump and reverse back on down, that's where there's going to be money to be made and we can be able to make this cash. Guys, we got 10 seconds here. Okay? 10 seconds. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Currently, again, I'm in at 93 cents, but that's going to change when this one opens on up, most likely. 3, 2, 1. We are live. We are in. We have raised our cost basis on up. We are in right now. In right now with 5,000 shares. Little heads on up. 5,000 shares. We're up $225. Come on, let's see if we dump here. I'm in at 98 cents. 98 cents at this time, guys, is my entry. 98 cents. I did get filled. It tops at 107, 50-day moving average. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a dump and a little bit of a fade. Right now, $200, $300, $500. Taking my profits. Guys, $500 and I'm out. Guys, just made $500. $500. Let's go. Traders. That's how we do it. Guys, we are, I'm done. I'm done on the day. I'm up $2,046 on the day. We have just made back, again, a loss from yesterday. Again, $2,046. That's my realized gain on the day. And I am going to take my profits and walk away a winner. So, guys, where did we actually get filled right there? Traders, take a look how perfect this is. And I'm going to give a huge shout out right here to, again, the traders over in chat. Because, again, you guys were like, hey, Dek, check out the chart. 50-day moving average. Look at that, 107. So I put an entry in at 107. Traders, look where I got filled at, 107. I literally was the guy who got filled at the highest point of the day. So you're saying, who's the guy? Who's the guy that got filled at 107? That was moi. That was me. Okay? So again, 107, 1,000 shares. 104 got filled. And again, as you guys can see, I got out back on down towards 88 cents. So taking my gains right there. Here's, again, my entire orders if you guys need to see them or check them on out so that you guys are all set. I always want to be showing you guys all my P&Ls. And the beautiful thing is, I'm going to be honest with you, there are times that I win, and I love winning, and it's fun and exciting. And there are times that I lose. And guess what? When I lose, I got to sit here and torment it, and I got to show you guys. But if I show you guys the losses, I'm going to show you guys the wins. And when I show you guys the wins, obviously I'm going to celebrate them. So, $2,000 on the day. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to absolutely everybody who made money with me on this absolutely beautiful day. I hope you guys had an absolute blast about today, and I hope you guys are absolutely all crushing it on this day. Now, with that being stated, if you guys have not yet, make sure you guys sign on up. Let me double check this. Let's see how many we're at. Let's see how many we're at, guys. Right now, we are at refreshing. Okay, we're at 345 signups already. We are at 345 signups already. That means there's about 150 spots left. Okay, I told you this is going to sell out by the end of today. If you don't sign up today, it's going to sell out by the end of today. It's a 100% free webinar next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. We have 150 spots left, and that is it. All right. So, guys, that is how we do it. Making our gains, making our profits. Dek, INHD moving itself back on up. I don't care. I'm done. INHD, I am done. I am not going to, again, over trade. I am going to walk away with over $2,000. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. So INHD still moving on up. This is going to be the play to continue to watch, but I am going to walk away a winner here. I have over $2,000. I, again, do not want to overtrade. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, amazing job. Hit that thumbs on up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that smash right now. Oh, the camera turned off perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your profits. Enjoy your gains. Help me wrap this thing on up in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Woo! $2,000 on the day. Great work.
NFT for your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. NFT for your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. NFT. For your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. NFT. For your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. all your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's